Back with you, another edition of Prep Preview on CISN, powered by Fairway. I'm Trent Condon. As we get ready for tonight's Week 4 matchups across Central Iowa, first a look back at a wild Week 3 across Central Iowa, starting with the upset heard round the state. Dowling Catholic, the reigning champions and multiple time reigning champions, go down to the Johnston Dragons. For the first time in 21 meetings, Johnston upends the Maroons. Final score in that one, 19-15. It was a dominating performance early on. Johnston seemingly did whatever they wanted to do with the football against that very stout Dowling Catholic offense. They were able to march down the field very quickly, aided by some special teams miscues, including a snap over the head of the punter. Ball was punted out of the back of the end zone for a safety. Everything rolled Johnston's way, and then in the second half, the defense really clamped down, made it difficult on the Maroons, and they pull off the victory in a big one, certainly for Coach Woodley and company with those Dragons. A great victory for them, and a lot of happiness on that sideline as they got it done against Dowling Catholic. What does that mean? Well, it's just another in the steps that we've gone through week after week. Does anybody want to be number one in Class 4A? We've seen teams continually fall early on here. Ankeny, a lot of people thought maybe they were going to be the team to bring the top spot. They lose in week 2 to Waukee. Valley was most people's number one coming into the season. They lose to Dowling Catholic. Then the champ goes up to number one, the Maroons, and they get upended by Johnston. It is that kind of season in the CIML and across the 4A landscape where you can throw 4, 5, 6, 7 teams in the mix, and I think all of them have a chance to ultimately win the hardware and bring home a 4A state championship. Speaking of Ankeny, they got it done as they went on the road and a big victory at Fort Dodge, 52-18. That high-powered offense continues to impress. The question remains about Arlen Bruce. More determination happening there. His eligibility case that he is working through with the state right now. The latest that has been denied, and we'll continue to keep an eye on that. The good news for Ankeny Hawk fans is, though, you don't need Arlen Bruce. The way this offense is revved up and the way that they can score, they can still get it done and still win a championship even without Bruce this season. On the outside, Brody Breck, a great quarterback in Jace Bauer. They have the pieces there and also been really impressed with what they've been able to do on the defensive side of the football this season. Some other scores, Urbandale last week, another good victory for them. They coast to a 36-0 win against Council Bluffs. And the Urbandale Jayhawks were still maybe waiting to see them take that next step up. They had the great win in week 1 against Johnston. They might be the unknown at this point, just how good they're going to be. Southeast Polk with the win. The Rams get their chance against Valley this week. Many people have moved Southeast Polk up to number 1. And speaking of that matchup, we'll get into it a little bit later on here tonight. And we will hear from both sides in the conversation with the coaches, Brad Zelenovich with Southeast Polk and Gary Swenson of West Des Moines Valley. But we've never seen anything like this before in terms of the number of Division I prospects playing in a football game. Should be a great one there in Southeast Polk. They continue to get the job done as they made the road trip over to Cedar Rapids Jefferson, and a big victory for them there. That's a look back at what we saw in week number 3. It's week 4 tonight, and believe it or not, after tonight, we'll be over halfway through the regular season of Iowa high school football. Remember, the condensed season this year, just 7 weeks of the regular season. Everybody will get into the playoffs, an extra couple of rounds there, but 7-game regular season, and it's week 4 here tonight. We'll hear from the coaches coming up on the other side. We mentioned it is Valley Southeast Polk, a top 5 matchup there. Brad Zelenovich, he will be on the sideline for Southeast Polk, and Gary Swenson for the Valley Tigers. We'll hear from them. Also, Coach Carlson of Waukee and Tom Wilson from Dowling as those two teams prepare to match up at Valley Stadium. That's coming up next year on CISN Prep Preview, powered by Fairway. We're back with more in a moment.
Focus. To define what is most important and commit yourself fully. It's why at Fairway, only the best meat makes the cut. Our fresh fish is full of flavor, and our produce is picked with incredible care. It's why we have fewer aisles, greater savings, and the most personal service. At Fairway, our focus is and always will be giving you the best in meat and grocery.
At MidAmerican Energy, we put our energy into making communities stronger, safer, and ready for the future. We support STEM education and community safety, special events, and economic development activities. We energize our cities and towns just like we have for decades, all to help make your community the place where you want to build your business, your legacy, and your life. It's another way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Business owners, real estate agents, are you looking for an experienced, proven, and locally owned partner in Central Iowa for your commercial construction needs? Make it Roshan Corporation. Roshan Corporation will guide you through options to make your dreams a reality. Roshan, your general contractor who can build anything from small tenant improvement spaces to large-scale design-build projects. It's Roshan Corporation. Online at RoshanIA.com. If you can dream it, we can build it.
You can buy a new Ford at any Ford dealer. Why Schottenkirk Ford? Our core values: hard work, trust, character, integrity, honesty, and respect. During Schottenkirk Ford's fall savings event, get up to $12,500 off 2020 F-150 XLT. No goofy rebates. Everyone qualifies. Up to $12,000 off 2020 Expedition XLT. New 2020 EcoSport 4-wheel drive starting at $18,990. Our certified used vehicles come with a 12-month, 12,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty. Hurry in. Schottenkirk Ford, Indianola. SchottenkirkFord.com.
Trent Condon back with you on Prep Preview on CISN, powered by Fairway. As we look forward to the games here tonight, one of the most anticipated matchups in the state is happening over on the east side of Polk County. It's Southeast Polk hosting the Valley Tigers. I had an opportunity to talk to Gary Swenson, the head man for Valley. That's coming your way next, along with Brad Zelenovich, who talked with Dar Danielson of Southeast Polk. Conversation with the coach coming your way. Enjoyed right now by Gary Swenson, the head coach of the Valley Tigers, a week off after the first 2 weeks of the regular season. Coach, let's start right there. After the loss to Dowling Catholic, I know there were some conversations maybe finding a game to play in week 3. Ultimately didn't happen. A lot of preparation getting ready for week 4. How that went for you guys?
Well, last week we were still in talks with people up through Thursday about potential games. As schools lost opponents, we kept trying to match up. We would have rather played had we been given the choice, but we ultimately couldn't find anybody. But we had set out a schedule based on the fact that we weren't playing, so we were following that schedule, and it was a good week for us. We needed it. It wasn't like we didn't have things across the board to work on or get better, but you can't replace competition. So that was the priority. But when it didn't happen, we went ahead and moved on with our schedule, which was a week off from competition. And we practiced up through Friday night and then reconvened on Sunday afternoon, which is our usual weekend schedule, and started preparing for Southeast Polk.
Good Southeast Polk team, and we'll get into that here in just a moment. Gary, as you look back at the game against Dowling Catholic, obviously, I think the biggest takeaway was the play up front on the offensive line. Just how concerned that made you going to the rest of the season, and what you've done to combat some of those issues up front?
Well, we knew going into the season that we replaced an entire group, and we knew it was going to be tough. We didn't have the option of, some games where you could develop and still know that you're going to win. We knew we'd be in fights every Friday night with outstanding teams. We expected issues, and we've had issues. Now, we've tried to address them and fix them, but, from a talent standpoint, what we've got is what we've got, and they're playing hard. They're doing the best they can. I think they're getting better. I think it should show this Friday night, and I think it'll be incremental improvements throughout the season. If we can keep them on the field, the same guys, that we don't lose to either quarantine or injury, but they're going to improve, and I would expect to see some of that this Friday.
Well, looking forward to the game against Southeast Polk. You look across the field, and Gary, I've been having this conversation with people here over the last week or so. I don't think there's ever been a game in the state of Iowa with this number of Division I prospects inside of it. Got to get the kids' juices, knowing that it's not just going to be, of course, the people watching the game and being at the game, but this is going to have a lot of eyeballs across the Midwest looking at all these Division I prospects.
Well, there are certainly some outstanding individual players that'll be on the field Friday night. No question about it. We've got some, and Southeast Polk's got more than a handful of really good players. But, it still goes back to just basic fundamental football, being able to block and tackle and not hurt yourself through turnovers. We're definitely not perfect, and they're not either. So you still have to execute. It doesn't really matter how many stars you have behind your name or who you've committed to. When the ball's kicked off on Friday night, it's still a high school football game, and you need your entire team to contribute. And you win these games not with individuals, but with great team effort and hustle and lack of mistakes.
So from there, you look at Southeast Polk and then the remaining schedule. It's going incredibly quick. More than likely, you guys will get a bye in the first round of the playoffs, and we still await the fate of the Iowa City, Ames, and, of course, the Des Moines schools and what's going to happen there. But as you look forward, Dowling takes their first loss of the season Friday night. Ankeny's already taken a loss. You guys took a loss against Dowling. Does this feel as wide open as we've seen it, and just the sheer number of teams that can ultimately win a state championship in 4A?
Well, I said before the season, I felt like there were 4 teams on our schedule alone that could win a state championship. And I think the play on the field has confirmed that thought. It's very even and very balanced, very talented. I've not seen this many schools this deep in talent and the ability to go out and win big games as I see this year. But I think everybody knew that coming in. There's several schools who have had really good, talented young classes coming up through, and this is no surprise to those of us that have been in this division or league and watching these teams develop. They're all good football teams, and they've all got outstanding players.
Going to be a fun run, no doubt about it. One final thing as you look at it, we talked about kind of the big prospects in the matchup tonight with Southeast Polk, but when you look there, what Southeast Polk, maybe what they're doing a little bit different than they've done the last couple of years, what have you seen as you broke down the tape of the Rams?
Well, I don't think they've changed much. They do what they do, kind of like everybody. You don't, throw out what you believe in as a coach based on, you try to fit your scheme to your talent without question, but they've got an experienced, very capable, talented quarterback who's played a lot of football already, even though he's a junior. And then some of the individuals he's got offensively now that can help him are really outstanding players, and they're very big up front on both sides of the ball. And I just think they're outstanding. I think they're a very good football team, and it's going to take a great effort by anybody this year to beat them.
I'm looking forward to it, Coach. Thanks for joining us as always. Good catching up, and we'll talk again soon down the road.
Thanks, Trent.
Focus. To define what is most important and commit yourself fully. It's why at Fairway, only the best meat makes the cut. Our fresh fish is full of flavor, and our produce is picked with incredible care. It's why we have fewer aisles, greater savings, and the most personal service. At Fairway, our focus is and always will be giving you the best in meat and grocery.
If you plan to buy a franchise business or you're thinking of starting a new franchise, there's a lawyer right here in Central Iowa that can help you through the process. Rush Niggett of Brick Gentry Law PC has set up an affordable service to help individuals considering buying or starting a franchise business. Learn more online at rushonbusiness.com. Let Rush Niggett help you buy or start your franchise. Rush Niggett, the franchise lawyer with Brick Gentry Law PC. It's good to have Rush on your side.
In Iowa, we grow corn, but to us, corn is more than a cash crop. It's part of who we are. Corn supports our livestock, helping our animals thrive. Corn fuels us. Ethanol powers our state as we push towards a clean, burning future. Corn nourishes us. It gives us an abundance of good food that nourishes our families, helps our student athletes grow stronger. In Iowa, we grow corn. But the truth is, corn grows Iowa.
Joining me now is Southeast Polk coach Brad Zelenovich. And, well, Coach, been a little bit of a scramble schedules and everything, but you guys so far in the early season have handled everything pretty well. And, sitting right where you want to be. How are things going for you?
Good. Obviously, we've had a decent start. We feel like our best football still ahead of us, and had to scramble a little bit last week to try and find a game. I think everybody's kind of in that mode right now, and played pretty well on the road, and have a tough test obviously this week with West Des Moines Valley, and we'll find out if we're in the mix or if we got some things to work on.
Yeah, well, the thing about that is you had to scramble a little bit. You go on the road out of your comfort zone, but that can be good, and that it allows you to kind of know you have to adjust to those different conditions and things, doesn't it?
Yeah, we like going on the road. I feel like we've obviously had two of our first 3 games on the road. Obviously, a tough one in the opener at Waukee versus a very good football team. I ended up making enough plays down the stretch to win a tight ball game, and last week, heading out of town over to Eastern Iowa, and with the whole COVID thing, the concern of getting on a bus, they kind of eliminated that from us early in the year, limiting travel. But it was our thought we had still have things to work on. So we loaded up on a bus and put our masks on and went to Kingston Stadium, beautiful venue, hadn't been there before, and were able to play pretty well for the most part, and ended up with a win.
Well, you've been scoring some points, but also defensively, you've been holding your opponents down pretty well and playing pretty well on the defensive side of the ball, aren't you?
Yeah, we got a bunch of young kids over there. Got some seniors back on the defensive line, but the vast majority of our back 7 kids are all underclassmen. A couple of them have played. A lot of them are getting their first taste of varsity experience. So it's been good to see them, improve over the last 3 weeks, and I think our team speed last week was pretty good on that side of the ball. We were able to get out blocks and get to the football, and we're looking for those guys to continue to progress and get better, and you only do that with game experience. There's no substitute for playing 4A football at this level and getting those guys game reps, especially when you're limited with a summer that was abnormal in terms of a training camp, scrimmage, team camps, all those things. So we're evaluating guys in the fire, so to speak, in on Friday night. So it's been good. Yeah, we're happy with those guys' progress, but obviously they'll be tested this week with all the firepower that they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and it seems like a physical team too. Is that where you see it, a good physical play you expect in this game?
Yeah. I mean, every time you play a West Des Moines Valley, they're going to be physical. Their philosophies kind of marry up to ours in terms of being a line of scrimmage type football game. And in the past, they've really tried to establish the run with their big offensive line, and they've always had good tailbacks, and defensively, stop the run, load the box, that type of deal, and make you try and throw the ball. But obviously they got this new quarterback in and have been a little bit more balanced than they have in the past. These first couple games, obviously they took a week off last week and trying to sort some things out, and didn't have a game and had a couple weeks to prepare for us. So yeah, we'll it'll be a physical CIML football game for sure.
You guys up at the top of the rankings now. I know it's a lot of season to play, but you talk about that at all, or is that a matter of pride, or how do you handle that when you?
Well, it's funny because I don't know if that's ever happened here, and I told our guys, we embraced it. They in 2020, there's no hiding it with the internet and social media and the media attention, obviously, that we've gotten, the media requests that we've had this week with, the Register and different news outlets, and obviously with, the Radio Iowa stuff. We hit it head on, and it doesn't mean anything. It's September 17th. It's week 4. It's a marathon, not a sprint. It's a long football season. We want to be at the top at the end of the year. But it's a testament to the program and the growth that we're trying to get to. West Des Moines Valley is historically, a power, and they've been good for multiple decades and many, many years. We feel like, we're just getting this thing where we want it to get to, our football program, in terms of relevance in the state of Iowa. And it's relatively new. within the last 10 to 15 years in terms of playoff qualifiers and quarterfinal games and semifinal games and playing for a state championship years back. We're trying to get up with the big boys. And, we told our kids that they're creating their own legacy right now. They're right in the middle of it. And so embrace it, understand that, people are going to talk about it. But with that, comes a responsibility to try and work to get better every day. And we still got a lot to prove. We got a lot to work on. I think our kids understand that. We're by no means perfect. We got a lot of things we can improve on. And like I told them this week, the last 3 weeks, there's been 3 number 1 teams. So, ask the other ones how it's worked out. It doesn't really mean a whole lot right now. And what it means is you're going to get everybody's best shot. And we know playing against Valley that we get, it's 2 proud programs that are well coached and we're going to get their best shot Friday.
All right, Coach. Well, we appreciate you taking a few minutes out to talk with us about the game, and good luck on Friday night.
Thanks, Dar. Appreciate it.
And thank you to all the coaches for joining us here on Prep Preview, powered by Fairway. We'll take a timeout. When we come back on the other side, getting ready for the matchups across Central Iowa, the big ones in the state. We'll preview Week 4 when we come back. Prep Preview, powered by Fairway. We're back with more in a moment.
Focus. To define what is most important and commit yourself fully. It's why at Fairway, only the best meat makes the cut. Our fresh fish is full of flavor, and our produce is picked with incredible care. It's why we have fewer aisles, greater savings, and the most personal service. At Fairway, our focus is and always will be giving you the best in meat and grocery.
If you plan to buy a franchise business or you're thinking of starting a new franchise, there's a lawyer right here in Central Iowa that can help you through the process. Rush Niggett of Brick Gentry Law PC has set up an affordable service to help individuals considering buying or starting a franchise business. Learn more online at rushonbusiness.com. Let Rush Niggett help you buy or start your franchise. Rush Niggett, the franchise lawyer with Brick Gentry Law PC. It's good to have Rush on your side. For all of your and your family's eye care needs, make it Elite Eye Care. Dr. Ethan Heisman, Dr. Heidi Bell, and Dr. Kelsey Sawatsky provide expert eye care close to home. From eye exams to contact lenses, eyeglasses to sunglasses, make Elite Eye Care your local optometrist. Set up your next eye care appointment with Elite Eye Care, 9250 University Avenue in West Des Moines, and online at eyedoctordemoines.com. Business owners, real estate agents, are you looking for an experienced, proven, and locally owned partner in Central Iowa for your commercial construction needs? Make it Roshan Corporation. Roshan Corporation will guide you through options to make your dreams a reality. Roshan, your general contractor who can build anything from small tenant improvement spaces to large-scale design-build projects. It's Roshan Corporation. Online at RoshanIA.com. If you can dream it, we can build it.
Back with you one final time as we count down to kickoff here on CISN Prep Preview, powered by Fairway. I'm Trent Condon, and as we look at the matchups here tonight, a couple of big ones that we'll have on the airwaves with CISN. Let's start with West Des Moines Valley making the road trip over to Southeast Polk to take on the Running Rams. As we've talked about throughout this preview, and it's been mentioned a lot, talked to a lot of analysts, recruiting analysts that are going to be at the game here this evening for Southeast Polk and Valley. We have never seen a game in the state of Iowa that has this many Division I prospects. Never before have we seen this many kids that have offers or that have been committed to play Division I Power Conference football. That's what we're going to see on the field tonight. Valley looking to bounce back after the Week 2 loss to Dowling Catholic. They didn't play a Week 3 game. We heard from Coach Swenson talking about that a little bit earlier with the bye week. Just how much better is that offensive line? Is 14 days enough to completely fix an offensive line? Not likely, but you know Coach Swenson and company certainly going to have them playing at a higher level than what we saw against Dowling Catholic back in week number 2. On the other side, it's a step up in competition for Southeast Polk. They've taken out a couple of good teams. This will be a step up in terms of talent with the Valley Tigers. The big kid on the block, if you will. They're going to get their shot. And how's that sophomore class going to come out there with Proctor, the big offensive tackle? He's going to be pushed Washington on the inside. They'll be looping around. They're going to do a lot of different things to make it difficult on him. Daly, the quarterback for Southeast Polk, he's played at such a high level this season. What's it going to look like? And of course, one of the top prospects in the Midwest and in the country, Xavier Nowamka. He does it on offense. He does it on defense. They say he's going to be a safety at the next level. What we know here is he can do it on both sides of the ball for Southeast Polk and Valley. Think we have a chance to have a great game here, and that's coming your way on CISN. We'll also bring you Waukee and Dowling Catholic. Question remains, how does the Maroons get off the mat after taking the loss against Johnston? A week to stew, a week to get better. You could hear Tom Wilson say they thought they had a better week of practice coming into this one than they did a week ago. Was this the wake-up call that they needed? I think the concerns, though, with Dowling still lie. We know defensively they're going to be good. And even in a losing effort, they played well along stretches against the Johnston Dragons. But offensively, they don't have that running back in the backfield that's going to go out there and make those big 75, 80-yard plays. The passing game, they're still figuring out the quarterback situation as they go back and forth between the two quarterbacks. Do they have enough firepower to keep up in a shootout? That's the question that remains. On the other side, Waukee has maybe been one of the big surprises, especially after what we saw from them week 1 and the improvements going into week number 2. This is an opportunity to get that big win. A lot of people want to get that victory against Dowling on the mantle. Should be a fun one here tonight with Dowling Catholic as they face off against the Waukee Warriors. A couple other games across Central Iowa to keep an eye on. Ankeny makes another road trip after going to Fort Dodge last week. Now they'll be making their way to Council Bluffs to take on TJ. The Johnston Dragons, how did they do after that upset victory a week ago? Coach Woodley trying to get those guys back even keel. They'll go up to Ankeny to take on the Centennial Jaguars. Another matchup here tonight on CISN. Also, one other game that I'm intrigued by, how about Urbandale? Doesn't feel like a team we know a lot about. They take on Indianola that gave Dowling all they wanted in week 1. Should be a great group of games here. And we got Kickoff coming your way next as we take you out to the fields for Kickoff. This is Trent Condon. Thanks for joining us this week on Prep Preview, powered by Fairway. Good evening and welcome to Southeast Polk High School as we bring you high school football on CISN. I'm Trent Condon here with you tonight as we bring you a top 5 showdown. It is number 1 Southeast Polk, newly minted number 1 this week after the Dowling Catholic Bruins fell a week ago to the Johnston Dragons. They face off against West Des Moines Valley. The Tigers looking to get back on the winning side of things. They were number 1 through the first 2 weeks of the season before falling to Dowling Catholic. Their first game since that loss to Dowling Catholic in week 2. Here as we play week 4 of the Iowa High School football regular season. Off last week, had a game that was canceled. Did a few things, looked around a little bit to see if they could find a game. Ultimately decided to take the week off, and now they get ready to get back there out on the field. It was a 22-0 loss for the Valley Tigers, their last time out to the aforementioned Dowling Catholic Maroons. A week 1 victory against Des Moines Roosevelt, 40-20 for the Tigers. On the other side, Southeast Polk, an undefeated 3-0 record through the first 3 weeks. They opened up with a win on the road at Waukee, 21-10. Ankeny Centennial in week 2, they went up there and shut out the Jaguars, 29-0. And then another road trip as they took on Cedar Rapids Jefferson last week. Also one of the games that they looked to open up, and they found the Jayhawks won that one 69-13. Setting the stage for this matchup here tonight. Mentioned Southeast Polk ranked number 1 now. It has been a tumultuous up and down season to this point. It is homecoming here tonight at Southeast Polk, and we're going to throw it down to the field here in just a few moments for the proceedings that will be happening down on the field. We'll get to that here in just a moment on the pregame show on CISN.TV, powered by Fairway. Both these teams come in certainly with big-time expectations. It's a game that's been talked about really since the preseason. Never seen before. The sheer volume of Division I recruits that we're going to have on the field here tonight on both sides. For West Des Moines Valley, their backfield led by their quarterback, the transfer Jake Rubley.
Rubley comes in a 54% passer on the year, 359 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. He is a Kansas State recruit. His mate in the backfield, running back, an outstanding one in Jaden Williams. But Williams held down in the game against Dowling Catholic on the season, 167 yards, averaging 3.7 yards per carry and 2 touchdowns on the year. They have them, also Mahoney, who is Matthew Mahoney, a Princeton recruit. A lot of talent on that side. We'll get ready to throw it down to the field in a moment. And let's do that right now, going down to the field as the homecoming festivities proceed.
Davis Fairchild. Parents are Mike and Darcy Fairchild. Luke Weatherman. Parents are Doug and Diane Weatherman. Jalen Aginiga. Parents are Rick and Jackie Aginiga. Nicholas Walker. Parents are John and Nadine Walker. Caleb Runyon. Parents are Bob and Suzanne Runyon. Dominique Caggiano. Parents are Nick and Carly Caggiano. Jackson Nuss. Parents are Dan and Angel Nuss. Dalen Carney. Parents are Kathy and Terry Carney. Jordan Brown. Parents Lisa Brown. Emma Hodges. Parents are Kenny and Denise Hodges. Grace Larkin. Her parents are Dave and Mary Jo Larkin. Blaney Miller. Parents are Stephanie and the late Kenny Miller. Emma Shaw. Parents are Lynn and Catherine Shaw. Mandy McWilliams. Parents are Mark and Lori McWilliams. And your 2020 Homecoming King and Queen. King is Patrick Tunks. Parents are Alan and Lisa Tunks. And the Queen is Kaylee Kine. Parents are Jeff and Carissa Kine. Let's hear it for our King and Queen of Southeast Polk 2020 Homecoming.
All right, welcome back there. The homecoming King and Queen announced here, Southeast Polk Homecoming, in their first game of the regular season at home, an abbreviated regular season. Again, this year, just 7 games in the regular season before we will get going with the playoffs. Going to be certainly a different look as it's currently constructed. As long as every team is able to play in the 4A playoffs, we would have 5 games in the opening round to get us to a bracket of 32, but still decisions to be made with a multitude of teams. In fact, 9 of them still awaiting what's going to happen with the orders from the governor. Of course, the 5 public schools here in Des Moines East, Hoover, Roosevelt, North, and East, all awaiting what's going to happen with them. Also the 3 Iowa City schools, Iowa City City High, Iowa City West, and Iowa City Liberty and Ames High schools. So certainly could change the structure of what we look at for the playoffs, but still to be determined on that front. Very well could be where everybody gets a bye in that opening round before we get to the bracket of 32 and advance from there. These 2 teams certainly on the path to getting a bye in the first round. Valley and Southeast Polk should be a good one. We were talking about the Division I prospects over on the Southeast Polk side. A number of them there. Their junior class, 3 different players already from offers at the major level, including 3 with Michigan offers. Jackson Daly, their quarterback, who's hitting 67% of his passes on the year, 4 touchdowns against 2 interceptions. Xavier Nwanka, the outstanding running back and defensive back. Most people believe safety is where he'll be playing collegiately, but the junior has been outstanding on the ground this year. Just 12 carries but 195 yards and 3 touchdowns, averaging 16.3 yards per carry. Caden Proctor, another one of those players, offensive lineman that is a sophomore. He's already had a host of big-time offers. This is a high-powered Southeast Polk team. It's still incredibly young, continuing to grow. A playoff appearance a year ago, and looking to build upon that here in 2020. We'll take a quick timeout. When we come back on the other side, we will get ready for kickoff. Number 1 Southeast Polk and 3rd-ranked West Des Moines Valley as we continue high school football right around the corner on CISN.
Focus. To define what is most important and commit yourself fully. It's why at Fairway, only the best meat makes the cut. Our fresh fish is full of flavor, and our produce is picked with incredible care. It's why we have fewer aisles, greater savings, and the most personal service. At Fairway, our focus is and always will be giving you the best in meat and grocery.
In Iowa, we grow corn, but to us, corn is more than a cash crop. It's part of who we are. Corn supports our livestock, helping our animals thrive. Corn fuels us. Ethanol powers our state as we push towards a clean, burning future. Corn nourishes us. It gives us an abundance of good food that nourishes our families, helps our student athletes grow stronger. In Iowa, we grow corn. But the truth is, corn grows Iowa.
You can buy a new Ford at any Ford dealer. Why Schottenkirk Ford? Our core values: hard work, trust, character, integrity, honesty, and respect. During Schottenkirk Ford's fall savings event, get up to $12,500 off 2020 F-150 XLT. No goofy rebates. Everyone qualifies. Up to $12,000 off 2020 Expedition XLT. New 2020 EcoSport 4-wheel drive starting at $18,990. Our certified used vehicles come with a 12-month, 12,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty. Hurry in. Schottenkirk Ford, Indianola. SchottenkirkFord.com.
At MidAmerican Energy, we put our energy into making communities stronger, safer, and ready for the future. We support STEM education and community safety, special events, and economic development activities. We energize our cities and towns just like we have for decades, all to help make your community the place where you want to build your business, your legacy, and your life. It's another way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Hi, I'm Joe the Car Guy with Westside Auto. I'm excited to tell you about our new lifetime oil change plan. When you purchase our plan, you'll never have to pay for an oil change again. If you get a different car, simply transfer the plan over. If that car's oil needs are different than your original plan, just pay the difference. It couldn't be simpler. You won't have to worry about inflation or prices going up. Give us a call at Westside Auto Pros to get details on the lifetime oil change plan. And remember, when I say lifetime, I mean your lifetime, not just your car's.
Hi, I'm Chris from Fireplace Superstore, and this has been a crazy year. We might just run out of furniture, but we still have a great selection right now. We have wicker, we have fire pits, we have poly, and if you want something for your deck this year, you should come see us right now. Still have the greatest selection in Iowa at the best prices. Fireplace Superstore, 109th and Douglas, just west of Homemaker.
Save thousands now at Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. 15% off 2020 Equinox and 2020 Trax, or 0% for 84 months. 15% off 2020 Sonic and 2020 Spark. WaukeeChevy.com. 12% off 2020 Blazer. 10% off 2020 Colorado. Up to $15,000 off new 2020 Suburban. We're in a position to give you more for your trade. As always, we're a partner you can count on. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. WaukeeChevy.com.
Central Bank is proud to support the unmatched spirit of sportsmanship and hard work exemplified by our local athletes. We're fans of high school sports and the way the big game and hometown team rally a community. Best of luck to all of today's competitors. Play hard, have fun, and make something great happen. Central Bank, member FDIC.
Godfather's Pizza's Autumn Feast. A medium specialty pizza, a medium pepperoni pizza, and my new caramel apple streusel with Twix candy pieces. Get yours today.
Hi, I'm Joe the Car Guy with Westside Auto. Without question, the COVID-19 pandemic created many disruptive changes in our lives. Some of us got sick, jobs and income were compromised, it was difficult to even spend time with family and friends. But one thing hasn't changed, and that's Westside Auto Pro's commitment to quality service, and that will never change. We're here to make sure you get maximum performance and reliability from your vehicle. So as we all move forward, keep Westside Auto Pros in mind. You've been through enough. We'll make sure your car is the least of your worries.
Obsessively, relentlessly. That's what you can always expect, even when faced with the unexpected. It's a service we take seriously, providing comfort in the rain, tools to help you save, a helping hand along the way, and from a safe distance away. Delivering the energy you need while going the extra mile. Regardless of the times, our team remains committed to you.
In Iowa, we grow corn, but to us, corn is more than a cash crop. It's part of who we are. Corn supports our livestock, helping our animals thrive. Corn fuels us. Ethanol powers our state as we push towards a clean, burning future. Corn nourishes us. It gives us an abundance of good food that nourishes our families, helps our student athletes grow stronger. In Iowa, we grow corn. But the truth is, corn grows Iowa.
Welcome back to the pregame show on CISN TV. Trent Condon here with you as we get ready for kickoff. Number 1 Southeast Polk as they host the third-ranked Valley Tigers. Should be a good one here tonight. Let's look at some of the other games happening across Central Iowa here this evening. Got started last night at the 4A level, a Thursday night game. Council Bluffs Abe Lincoln, a big win against the Wolverines from Sioux City West, 44-7, the final in that one. Speaking of Council Bluffs, that's where Ankeny will be tonight. The Hawks facing off against Thomas Jefferson. It will be Fort Dodge and Marshalltown facing off here tonight, 7 o'clock kickoff for that one. Game you can catch on CISN. It will be Johnston at Ankeny Centennial. How did the Dragons respond after that huge upset win a week ago? Centennial still looking for their first win of the season. Looking forward to that one tonight with the Jags and the Dragons. Indianola, they're at home for Urbandale. That upstart Jayhawk team haven't been pushed real hard, had the nice victory in week 1 against Johnston. Maybe the most unknown of the 4A teams at this point, at least in Central Iowa, is Urbandale. They got a slew of talent, D1 talent, including 3 players on that front 7 defensively. We'll see how they stack up as their competition continues to rise. They get Indianola on the road tonight. Indianola back in week 1 pushed Dowling to the brink in that matchup with the Indians. Here tonight, again, Southeast Polk hosting Valley. Also Waukee and Dowling, another game you can catch on CISN. That game will be played at Valley Stadium. All you have to do, go to YouTube as you found us here, and you can search CISN. You can find the links to all of our games. Also, here during the fall season, we have swimming, volleyball also happening there, so make sure to check that out. Even throughout the week, not just Friday night, CISN.TV. Other games across the area, Central Iowa bounced down to Class 3A here tonight. North Polk, they'll be hosting a game between Ballard and Gilbert. Interesting one there. Ballard and Gilbert playing, though, neutral site at North Polk. Other games across Central Iowa in Class 3A tonight. Here, Bondurant Farrar, they make their way down to Carlisle. Should be a real good matchup between those two. North Polk making their way to Pella to take on the Dutch. Winterset will be on the road tonight for ADM Adel. Perry at Norwalk, and DCG looking for them here tonight, but they are off this evening in Class 3A. Number 1, depending on what rankings you're looking at, really good program there. Here on the local front, also down in Class 1A, some local teams involved in Woodward Granger. They're at home for Panorama Panora. Van Meter at home. Great program with Van Meter. They get Stewart West Central Valley tonight. I-35 Truro, they're on the road for Pella Christian this evening. Central Decatur is at Pleasantville. Some of the Class 1A games across Central Iowa. So many good ones here tonight, but maybe the best in the state we have right here with Southeast Polk and West Des Moines Valley. These two teams looking to continue what has been a series that recently has gone the way of the Tigers. Looking at the series history, over the last 8 years, it has been 6 consecutive wins for Valley,
These two teams faced off a year ago. Valley won that one 31-20. 2018, it was a Valley 21-7 win, 41-34 in 2017. Here recently, it's been close games, but Valley's got them, including 6 straight. Have to go back to 2013. That was the last time Southeast Polk beat West Des Moines Valley. It was a 24-21 win on September 13th of 2013. Looking at these two squads, what they certainly have this season, and I think one of the keys to the game tonight for Valley, if they're going to get back on the winning track, it starts up front. Now, the offensive line was really manhandled at times by Dowling Catholic in that Week 2 loss, and we'll see with the extra week off what Valley's going to be able to do on that side of the football to get them going. It has been a frustration, I think, up front. Even talking to Gary Swenson, the head coach of the Tigers, leading into that game, he mentioned the offensive line, some of the concerns that they had in Week 1, even putting 40 on the board against Roosevelt. You knew that was going to be something that was going to be concerning, and that has played out, no doubt about it. Can they get that front five really working together, working in unison, limited time, completely new group up front? If they can do that, we know they have the skill position players, certainly, to move the football up and down the field. Now, another thing, Jake Rubley, the quarterback, and he had so much buzz, the 4-star quarterback transferring in from Colorado. You look at Rubley, certainly has the tools, and he's made a couple of throws this year that are those wow throws, those throws that you can see why Kansas State, Iowa, and a number of programs across the nation were interested in his services. He has the arm talent, but at times against Dowling, got a little bit of happy feet. Now, when you have people at your feet the whole time and you're getting sacked and you're hit behind the line of scrimmage 8 different times, that's going to lead to that, no doubt, but we'll see if he's going to stand a little bit taller in the pocket, if he gets a little bit of protection, just how much more comfortable he's going to be in the offense. And it also goes to the running game for Valley. Valley, what they are built on, their mantra year after year is running the football. That's what they have to do. That's where it starts. Even when they have great quarterbacks, even when they have a Rocky Lombardi, it still starts with what they do up front and running the football and finding a way to get Jaden Williams involved. Again, averaging this season just 3.7 yards per carry. They need to be able to find some holes for him, and I think that'll open up things certainly for Jake Rubley. On the other side, Southeast Polk, this is a step up. They took on a good Waukee team in week number 1, but after what they've seen the last 2 weeks, Centennial, they're rebuilding this year. Cedar Rapids Jefferson, certainly not one of the prime teams in 4A. This is going to be a step up also for Southeast Polk tonight. How are they going to handle that? How are they going to handle also being ranked number 1? I think that is something that goes into the psyche. I had a coach tell me years ago, it's one of the quotes that has stuck with me the longest. I've been covering high school sports now for almost 2 decades, and one of the things that he told me was, sometimes, Trent, you just have to realize they're high school kids. And sometimes I think even as we see all these kids that are going on to play collegiately, we see this high level of football, whatever sport we're seeing, we forget that from time to time. They are, yes, still just high school kids, and having that number 1 moniker, there's something that comes along with it. How does Southeast Polk handle that? We will see on that front. They'll spread you out. They'll do a lot of different things, and Jackson Daly, their signal caller, hitting 65% of his passes this year, 447 yards, and he's also able to run the football. A good dual-threat quarterback that's going to be able to get outside the pocket and make throws. They'll do some RPOs. They'll get outside the pocket, and then they get the ball in the hands. Not just Xavier Nwankpa, and he gets the highlights and the headlines because he's a big D1 player. He's got Oklahoma and Ohio State and Florida State after him. He's going to get that kind of buzz and that build-up. And when he averaged 16.3 yards per carry, that's also going to go along with it. But Titus Christensen, another really good running back, he's a big key to what they do in the run game. Southeast Polk and Valley, we're getting closer to kickoff. We'll take a break. Back with more in a moment.
Hi, I'm Chris from Fireplace Superstore. Fall is upon us and fireplace season is here, and you need one of the brand new Heat and Glow gas fireplace inserts. They're the perfect retrofit for that old wood-burning fireplace that you're not using. You get beautiful flames, you get heat, you get easy operation, and they're all brand new Heat and Glow gas fireplace inserts. Please come see us, Fireplace Superstore, 109th and Douglas in Urbandale.
You can buy a new Ford at any Ford dealer. Why Schottenkirk Ford? Our core values: hard work, trust, character, integrity, honesty, and respect. During Schottenkirk Ford's fall savings event, get up to $12,500 off 2020 F-150 XLT. No goofy rebates. Everyone qualifies. Up to $12,000 off 2020 Expedition XLT. New 2020 EcoSport 4-wheel drive starting at $18,990. Our certified used vehicles come with a 12-month, 12,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty. Hurry in. Schottenkirk Ford, Indianola. SchottenkirkFord.com.
Focus. To define what is most important and commit yourself fully. It's why at Fairway, only the best meat makes the cut. Our fresh fish is full of flavor, and our produce is picked with incredible care. It's why we have fewer aisles, greater savings, and the most personal service. At Fairway, our focus is and always will be giving you the best in meat and grocery.
Trent Condon back with you here. Pregame show powered by Fairway on CISN as we await kickoff with number 1 Southeast Polk hosting third-ranked West Des Moines Valley. We're talking about the offenses on both sides of the football, but remember there are, well, really 3 sides of the ball. Defensively, taking a look at what West Des Moines Valley does. First, the visitors in the matchup here tonight. A couple of guys that certainly pop off the page whenever you see them, and one of them, a junior, Mason Morrow. He's come up, made some big plays for Valley this year, been impressed by his play a couple of weeks in. And in the middle, a defensive lineman, Nasir Washington. I remember seeing Nasir for the first time a year back and just being so impressed by his motor, his ability to get into the backfield seemingly each and every play. He's a big play player, and he's already got 16 tackles from the defensive line position just 2 games into the season for Valley. That's one to keep an eye on, number 53, Nasir Washington. He can really not just clog things up in the middle, but he can make some plays in the backfield, and that is something Valley certainly going to be needing here tonight. Another guy up front for the Tigers, Nejnaba, a senior. He's got 2.5 tackles for a loss this year, along with 5.5 tackles on the season. Keep an eye on him. That defensive front has played well this season for the Tigers. They've been really good, and outside of those first couple of series against Dowling, they were stout throughout that one. Valley defense is really good. On the other side, for the Southeast Polk Rams, and Xavier Wonka, he's one of the top safeties in the country. He's got 12 tackles on the year, but it's not just him. Dominic Caggiano, he'll make plays all over the place, good basketball player, and he makes plays. 2 tackles, sacks this year, 4 tackles for a loss, 16 tackles already on the season. Andrew Reed joins him there in the middle of that defense for Southeast Polk. He's been good this year. Caleb Daniels up front along with Andrew Harris. Just some of the names to keep an eye on tonight on the defensive side of the football for Southeast Polk and Valley. And then finally, a lot of times it'll come down to special teams. And if this game is as tight as we anticipate it's going to be, one that's going to come down to the wire, well, then you know that special teams are going to be a piece of it this year. Starting with the Valley Tigers, Lennox Krell is their kickoff artist. 1 for 1 on field goals this year, but of his 8 kickoffs this season, 7 of them have gone into the end zone for a touchback, starting that offense back on the 20-yard line. Always important on that line. Punting, it's Dawson Stein, averaging 40.3 yards per punt so far this season. On the other side for Southeast Polk, they've gone with a couple of different kickers this year, and we will see what they do there. Special teams edge, at least in the kicking game, might point the way of the Tigers. We'll take our final timeout as we get ready for kickoff. Valley and Southeast Polk coming your way next on CISN.
We might not always know what the day will bring, but some things are certain. The sun will rise and your lights will go on. That's because at MidAmerican Energy, we're obsessively, relentlessly committed to providing you energy when and where you need it, to connecting with you and keeping our communities safe and strong. Because the most important thing we put our energy into is you. We're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Focus. To define what is most important and commit yourself fully. It's why at Fairway, only the best meat makes the cut. Our fresh fish is full of flavor, and our produce is picked with incredible care. It's why we have fewer aisles, greater savings, and the most personal service. At Fairway, our focus is and always will be giving you the best in meat and grocery.
You can buy a new Ford at any Ford dealer. Why Schottenkirk Ford? Our core values: hard work, trust, character, integrity, honesty, and respect. During Schottenkirk Ford's fall savings event, get up to $12,500 off 2020 F-150 XLT. No goofy rebates. Everyone qualifies. Up to $12,000 off 2020 Expedition XLT. New 2020 EcoSport 4-wheel drive starting at $18,990. Our certified used vehicles come with a 12-month, 12,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty. Hurry in. Schottenkirk Ford, Indianola. SchottenkirkFord.com.
At MidAmerican Energy, we put our energy into making communities stronger, safer, and ready for the future. We support STEM education and community safety, special events, and economic development activities. We energize our cities and towns just like we have for decades, all to help make your community the place where you want to build your business, your legacy, and your life. It's another way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Welcome back, Southeast Polk High School. We get ready for the Rams and the Tigers here in Class 4A football. I'm Trent Condon, bringing you a call tonight. Certainly a different look than what we're used to at this great facility at Southeast Polk. Of course, in 2020, social distancing happening, not having the sheer volume of people that we normally do. But I will tell you, when you look at these two teams, they certainly look the part on both sides. You can tell these are both some high-level football teams this season, and they have a big-time opportunity to go out there and do some good things throughout the course of this high school football season. Southeast Polk getting ready to take the field. The Rams 3-0 on the season. Win in week 1 against Waukee as they went on the road and picked up that one by a score of 21-20. Then in week 2, it was another road trip as they went out and took on Ankeny Centennial, 29-0 the win there. And finally the matchup as they took on Cedar Rapids Jefferson last week on the road. And how about Southeast Polk going out there doing some great things, helping out that community as they fight with Dureco, and they did a great job of bringing a lot of different things over there and helping them out. Tip of the ball cap to Southeast Polk and helping out the community in Cedar Rapids as they work their way back from that huge storm that came through a month ago. Valley off last week. Week 1 victory against Des Moines Roosevelt, 40-20, and then shutout in week 2 against Dowling Catholic. The bye week last week for the Tigers. Southeast Polk dressed in their all-black uniforms, black helmets, black jerseys and pants with the white lettering and the yellow trim. For the Valley Tigers, they'll be in the all-white looks this evening. White lids, white jerseys, the white pants with the orange numerals, and the black trim. Also a little bit different this year as the coin flip actually happens before the game. This is just ceremonial. This has already happened, but the teams will make their way out to the middle. Not the normal 3 or 4 captains also that you see on the field. Instead, just one on each side. It's Navier Nwankpa for Southeast Polk, the highly regarded junior defensive back, 6'3", 185. For West Des Moines Valley, it's number 73, Quinn Emerson Clare, a senior offensive guard, 6'3", 235. That will do the honors here of the pregame coin flip. Valley wins the toss. They defer to the second half, so Southeast Polk will open with the football, and they will receive. Not much wind here tonight. You can see the flagpole out on the north end of the stadium. Not any movement at all of it. This is a perfect night for football here this evening, and we'll get to see the high-powered Southeast Polk Ram offense on the field first as they will go out and get the football as the Tigers will have to kick it off. Both sidelines extended out. You can also see that change happening this year. something a little bit different than past seasons, where in the past the players had to be within the 35-yard line. They've extended that out also this season because of social distancing, given an opportunity to the teams to spread out just a little bit more here throughout the season. Southeast Polk on the field. They're ready to go. And here comes the Valley Tigers as they get ready to kick it off. We talked about the success in the kicking game to this point for Lennox Krell. 7 touchbacks and 8 opportunities this year for number 46, Lennox Krell, a senior, has also hit his only field goal attempt of the year. Good strong leg kicker. Xavier Nwanka back deep to receive for Southeast Polk. He's joined by Titus Christensen, the 5'10" junior running back for the Rams. There's the whistle, and we're ready to go. Number 1 Southeast Polk, 3rd ranked West Des Moines Valley. Our Central Iowa game of the week here on CISN. Kickoff on its way, and end over end to the middle of the field, and that will reach back for a touchback, and Southeast Polk will start with the football first as they will go from their 20-yard line. Their quarterback, Jackson Daly, will lead the offense out onto the field. Daly has been very good this year. At the quarterback position, 4 touchdowns against just 2 interceptions. Has thrown for over 440 yards on the year, 447 to be exact, completing 65% of his passes. Starting with 3 receivers to his left. Christensen in the backfield, a quick pitch out to the left side, incomplete. Went with the quick drop, tried to find Isaiah Manuel, another big target, 6'3" wide receiver, but incomplete on that one. It'll be 2nd down and 10. 2nd and 10 from the 20-yard line. Just a quick 2-step drop there, trying to get the ball out quickly and allow the receivers to have a chance to make a play. Working from the gun again, 2 receivers left, 1 right. Daly, the left-handed quarterback, flips it out, finds Emmanuel here, short gain, and the swarming Valley defense keeps him to a 4-yard gain. It'll be 3rd down and 6 for Southeast Polk in their opening possession of the ball game. Quick huddle, and quickly to the line comes Southeast Polk. Twin receivers left, 1 right. And a hard snap, and they got Valley to jump up front. It was a couple of different Tiger defenders that bounced across, and that's going to bring up a 3rd and short now after the encroachment penalty whistled against the Tigers. Make it 3rd down and 1. They mark the ball at the 29-yard line. We'll see what this changes for Southeast Polk. First 2 plays of the game with the pass. Go back to that 3-receiver left formation. Christensen gets the handoff. He tries to power up the middle. Got enough for the 1st down. Put his head down and picked up the 1st. And the Rams move it to the 32. Not a whole lot to that play. Using the power of Titus Christensen as he powered forward. Gain of 3, 1st and 10 from the 32. Daly from the gun. Goes with the zone read, going to keep it himself. Up the middle, breaks the tackle. 40, 45, 50. Off to the races to the 40. Bumped out of bounds at the 35. Kept it on the zone read. Big hole opened up in the middle. Made a man miss, and then a great gain there out into Valley territory. They'll mark it at the 33-yard line. A great gain for Jackson Daly. You see Daly on that play, very patient, waiting for his blocks to set up. Defense swarmed over the way of Christensen. He kept it and then made just 1 guy miss. And a great play for him. And a 1st down now for Southeast Polk. They'll go to Christensen again up the middle. Another nice hole. Offensive line, they are doing some grating up there, finding room, and with it a first down. Run out for a gain of second. It'll bring second and short, and now certainly an ability to do a couple of different things here. If you're looking to take a shot, if you're Southeast Polk, the time would be now. Nice looking run and a gain of 7 from the 26-yard line. Little tighter formation this time for Southeast Polk. They'll put a man in motion. That's Christensen. They'll hand to Nwamka, who is lined up in the backfield. Short gain, going to be right at the first down marker. Going to be just short of the first down sticks. They'll make it 3rd down and 1 for Southeast Polk. And one thing that you see a lot of times with this, very difficult for teams that normally play in the gun, go under center. Daly will do that this time. I formation, finds a little bit of room to the right side. That's good enough for the first down. Got it out about the 21-yard line. A gain of 2 on 3rd and less than a yard. And a fresh set of downs for Southeast Polk. To the 21, clock continues to roll as we approach the 10-minute mark of the first quarter. Opening drive for Southeast Polk, and it has been an impressive one for the Rams. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Daly from the gun puts a man in motion. That's Christensen. Pressure comes. He is sacked. Lost the football. It's loose. Picked up by Southeast Polk and finally dragged down back near the 40-yard line. Christensen with the fumble recovery. Daly, the lefty, never saw the pressure coming, and he was pounded down to the turf. Daly a little bit slow getting up. He's got his hands on his hip as he makes his way back to the sideline. They're going to mark it back at the 37-yard line, but a loss of 16 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 26. Watch that again, and the pressure comes. The left-handed quarterback from his blind side and absolutely led off a beautiful play coming from the safety position by Ethan Seskowski. Looking out to the right side is Southeast Polk. Not a whole lot of room out there. It'll be 3rd and long as Christensen gets the carry. We'll make it 3rd down and 19 from the 31. And they have to get all the way to the 12-yard line for a first down. Mentioned some of the questions maybe in the kicking game for Southeast Polk. Perhaps looking to something to cut this thing in half for 4th down. Daly, quick throw, incomplete. Coverage right there. And again, that was number 22, Ethan Sikowski, who had the sack and the forced fumble coming off the edge. This time he breaks up the pass. It'll be 4th down. 4th down, 19 from the 31-yard line. Punt wouldn't gain a whole lot of field position, so the Rams are going to go for it. Daly, the quarterback, taking a look at the defense. Now look back over to the sidelines, and Coach Z going to use a timeout. We'll take it with them. 8:21 to play in the first quarter. No score. Southeast Polk and Valley. Rams facing 4th down when we come back on CISN.
Focus. To define what is most important and commit yourself fully. It's why at Fairway, only the best meat makes the cut. Our fresh fish is full of flavor, and our produce is picked with incredible care. It's why we have fewer aisles, greater savings, and the most personal service. At Fairway, our focus is and always will be giving you the best in meat and grocery.
In Iowa, we grow corn, but to us, corn is more than a cash crop. It's part of who we are. Corn supports our livestock, helping our animals thrive. Corn fuels us. Ethanol powers our state as we push towards a clean, burning future. Corn nourishes us. It gives us an abundance of good food that nourishes our families, helps our student athletes grow stronger. In Iowa, we grow corn. But the truth is, corn grows Iowa.
19 with Southeast Polk with the football, their opening drive of the game. 8:21 to play in the first quarter. Need to get to the 12-yard line for a first down. And the offensive line shifted there, moving a little bit earlier. In fact, a couple of Rams got jump started over there, including big 75 Jake Vore. Vore, a senior, 6'5", 300 pounds. He got moving out there a little quick. He was also joined by the sophomore tackle Caden Proctor, 74, and that's going to bring out the punt team. So they're going to try to pin them deep here. Interesting decision for Coach Zelenovich and company, trying to play a little field position game and pin that Valley offense back deep to receive for the Tigers. It'll be Mason DeBrava. A punt angled towards the sideline, going to reach the sidelines. We'll see where they mark it. Not too bad of an effort out there. Now it just depends on how the official saw it. He's going to walk his way forward. He's out to the 10, the 15, and looks at about the 15-yard line. That's where it will be. So not bad there in the opening possession. Southeast Polk has a good drive, number of first downs there, but the drive stalls after the forced fumble and the sack play coming off the edge from Ethan Sikowski. Put them back behind the sticks and not able to recover. Here comes Valley out to the field for the first time. They'll be led by Jake Rubley, their senior quarterback, the transfer from Colorado. 2 touchdowns, 2 picks this year, 54%, 359 yards. He'll work from the gun. First play, looking up top. He's going to go underneath, a little bit high, and incomplete on the throw. Spread it out on the first pass and looking for number 80, Reed Schild, incomplete, and it's 2nd and 10. Talked about that offensive line for Valley and some of the issues they ran into a week ago. Their last time out 2 weeks ago, against Dowling Catholic. They'll go back into their traditional look. 3 receivers out of the pro set. Flip it out to Mahoney on the right side. Makes the first man miss. Gets out for a gain of 6. Quick pitch and catch to the future Princeton Tiger, Matthew Mahoney. It'll be 3rd down and short for the Tigers. Mahoney, 6'2", 175. Good-looking player for the Tigers and an Ivy Leaguer after he completes his senior season. 3rd down, we'll call it a long one or a short 2, depending on your perspective. We'll leave that up to you. For the Tigers, they look over at the sideline, get the play call in from head coach Gary Swenson and company. Offset I formation with Williams in the backfield. Williams will take the handoff. Nothing doing. Swarming Rams defense comes up. Ball comes loose late. They're going to say he was down, I believe. The whistle had already blown, but Southeast Polk was ready for that play. Completely blown up in the middle. Good penetration. Andrew Harris was involved. Really, you can name the starting 11. About everybody was in there for the play. 4th down, and the punt unit will come out on the field for West Des Moines Valley. That offensive line did not hold up on that 3rd and short, and Southeast Polk going to get an opportunity to get the football back as Dawson Stein back deep to punt it away. DeWamka is deep for Southeast Polk. Stein with the punt, not a good one. In fact, that one's going to hit at the line of scrimmage and go backwards. It'll roll out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11, but a Southeast Polk in the business. The decision to punt it away on 4th down, play field position comes up in spades, and now we'll see if the Rams can deliver. 1st and 10 from the 11-yard line. Offense back out on the field. 74 Proctor, the sophomore offensive tackle. The big man with big offers already. In fact, had a number of offers before he even played a D1 game. That big front for Southeast Polk. They'll work off the offset I. One receiver split out to the right. They're going to go up the middle. Christensen falls forward for a short gain. Got 3 on the play. 2nd down and 7. As the clock rolls, approaching the halfway mark of the first quarter. No score, Southeast Polk and Valley. But the Rams inside the 10-yard line at the 8. 2nd down and 7. This time lined up in the backfield, it is Christensen. H-back comes across the formation and Rankin. They'll go Christensen, breaks the tackle to the 3. Just short of the 2-yard line. It will be 3rd and short. Remember, Southeast Polk still can get a first down if they get to the 1-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and a yard from just outside the 2. They'll go quickly back to the line of scrimmage. Daly working from the pistol with Christensen straight behind him. Twin receivers to the right. Makes the call, now looks back to the sideline as they look to change things up. Rankin, he's going to line up also in the backfield. In that H-back roll, they'll go with Christensen up the middle. Tried to find his way forward. Not a whole lot of room. I don't think he got there. Top official marked him short. And now it'll be 4th down for Southeast Polk. And what do you do here? Do you try to take the 3, get on the board for the first time? They're going to keep the offense on the field. 4th and 2 from the 3. 2 receivers right, tight formation for Southeast Polk. Jackson Daly, the junior quarterback, talks to his offensive line, now steps back from the shotgun with Christensen on his right hip. He'll take the snap. Looking to throw, goes to Christensen on the carry, breaks the tackle. He's in, touchdown Southeast Polk. Titus Christensen with the score from 3 yards out. And the Rams jump on the scoreboard first. It's 6-0. Another nice patient run there for the Southeast Polk offense. We talked about Daly, the quarterback, doing that a little bit earlier. Same thing with Christensen. 2 defenders there, put his foot in the ground, made a guy miss, and then has the power to get into the end zone for the score. Here's Keel Niev on for the extra point. Lefty kicker, plenty of leg, and it is good. 7-0 Southeast Polk over the Valley Tigers. 4:33 to play first quarter. Back with more here in a moment.
Focus. To define what is most important and commit yourself fully. It's why at Fairway, only the best meat makes the cut. Our fresh fish is full of flavor, and our produce is picked with incredible care. It's why we have fewer aisles, greater savings, and the most personal service. At Fairway, our focus is and always will be.
We grow corn, but to us, corn is more than a cash crop. It's part of who we are. Corn supports our livestock, helping our animals thrive. Corn fuels us. Ethanol powers our state as we push towards a clean, burning future. Corn nourishes us. It gives us an abundance of good food that nourishes our families, helps our student athletes grow stronger. In Iowa, we grow corn. But the truth is, corn grows Iowa.
You can buy a new Ford at any Ford dealer. Why Schottenkirk Ford? Our core values: hard work, trust, character, integrity, honesty, and respect. During Schottenkirk Ford's fall savings event, get up to $12,500 off 2020 F-150 XLT. No goofy rebates. Everyone qualifies. Up to $12,000 off 2020 Expedition XLT. New 2020 EcoSport 4-wheel drive starting at $18,990. Our certified used vehicles come with a 12-month, 12,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty. Hurry in. Schottenkirk Ford, Indianola. SchottenkirkFord.com.
Welcome back to Southeast Polk High School. The Runnin' Rams, a 7-0 lead over the West Des Moines Valley Tigers. Trent Condon back with you here. Video streaming on CISN and the radio replay tonight at 11 o'clock on KXNO. Thanks for joining us here tonight. Number 1 Southeast Polk gifted after the negative 8-yard punt. Got the football at the 11-yard line, took 4 plays, facing a 4th down and 2 with a 3-yard touchdown run for Titus Christensen. 7-0 after the extra point for the Rams. And now we'll see what Valley can do. They had a 3-and-out their first time out onto the field with the offense. Here's the kick. A Squibber takes a high bounce back to the 30-yard line. Little miscommunication there. Finally brought out. Good field position, though, for the Tigers all the way to the 39-yard line as the up-back able to fall forward and bring it out to there. That was, again, making a play, Ethan Sikowski. So Sikowski's doing it with his defense, now doing it on special teams. And the Tiger offense will come out looking to get it going with an offensive line that ran into issues against Dowling, and it happened again in the opening possession. Had a 3rd and short, but they were blown up. Completely new group up front and still trying to find their footing here in the early portions of the season, week 4. After tonight, we'll be over halfway through the regular season. They'll go to Williams, first carry right side. Out for a short game, maybe got a yard. Did Jaden Williams, the senior running back, the future K-State Wildcat. Didn't find a whole lot of running room there. It'll be 2nd and 9 for the Valley offense. Wonka there on the tackle for the Rams. See him patrolling the middle of the defense, wearing number 5 for Southeast Polk. That free safety position, but Southeast Polk, they're playing up here, keeping the pressure on. They'll pitch it out to Williams, left side. Tries to cut back, little bit of running room there, out to the 44-yard line, make it the 45. Gain of 5 on the play. 3rd down upcoming for Valley. A little bit better there and a good idea, trying to get some space for Xavier Williams. Jaden Williams, excuse me, a 6'1", 190-pound running back, good size. They'll bring in an extra wide receiver here, Drew Peterson, who before the season was in the conversation, possibly being the quarterback before the transfer of Rubley. He'll line up as the H-back, offset I. Short drop for Rubley, across the middle, throws, but low and incomplete. Had Mahoney there, but the pass just didn't get it up high enough, and on that slant route, you got to get that ball up. You can't keep it low for the receiver as he's cutting down across the field. Incomplete, another misfire from Rubley, and here comes the punt team again for the Valley Tigers. Sophomore Dawson Stein out to punt it again. Came in averaging 40 yards per punt, but that average is going to be thwarted by the negative 8-yard punt he had his first time out. He'll look to do better here from the 45-yard line. Snap back, and here's the punt. Good one this time, end over end. It'll hit at the 18-yard line. Take a Valley bounce inside the 5. Touchdown at the 2. I think there might have been a deflection before that. We'll see at around the 5-yard line. That looks like they're going to keep it at the 3-yard line is where they'll mark it. And now Southeast Polk is going to be aligned way up near their own goal line. 2:57 left to go in the first quarter. Southeast Polk up 7-0 over the Valley Tigers. Right now looking to end a long losing streak at the hands of the Valley Tigers is Southeast Polk. It's been 6 in a row for Valley. Backed up at the 3-yard line. Valley going to bring an extra defender into the box. They'll go to Christensen up the middle. Forces his way forward and a nice gain to the 7-yard line. Picks up 4 on first down. Good hard-nosed running that time. It was Xavier Nwankpa on the carry. As they go back and forth, getting Nwankpa involved also with Titus Christensen, who scored the touchdown, the first of the night for Southeast Polk. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Spread formation for Jackson Daly, the junior quarterback for Southeast Polk. Rams in control, 7-0. Second down. Nwankpa gets the edge. Looks to make a man miss and fights forward for a first down. Xavier Nwankpa showing that ability in the open field, a first down for Southeast Polk. Polk's doing a nice job both inside and outside. Offensive line playing at a high level. Good setting the edge out there by the right tackle, Cade Borrud, a junior, 6'3", 305 pounds. This is a big Southeast Polk offensive line, and they are bruising Valley up front. First down and 10. Daly takes the shotgun snap, goes to Nwankpa again, makes a couple of guys miss there. They had him bottled up for maybe a gain of 2. Instead, he turns it into a gain of 6, and you can see just how slippery Xavier Nwankpa is. 2-3 guys had their hands on him, and he was still able to slither free and gain a couple extra yards out of that. 2nd down and 3 from the 25-yard line for Southeast Polk. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Out of that gun again, they'll go to Wonka again. He gets the corner, out to the edge, cuts back at the 30. Brought down at the 33-yard line, another 1st down run, this time a gain of 8 for Xavier Nwamka. He's getting the carries here, and he is doing a great job with it. Alex LeClaire will come into the game as he'll check in for Boone Bain. So a new receiver into the game for Southeast Polk. He'll be lined up in the right slot. Extra man in the backfield this time. Heavier formation. They'll look to throw out of it and incomplete. Try to find LeClaire, who just came into the game. Now working at 2nd and 10. Xavier Nwamka plays both ways, both offensively and defensively. So any opportunity you can, try to get him a quick breather. And that's what Coach Zelenovich and company going to do here. 2nd and 10. As Southeast Polk spreads it up, 5-receiver look. They'll set up the draw. Daly to the 45, 1st down carry. The C's parted there for Jackson Daly. He picks up 15 in the 1st down. Just a very simple quarterback draw play. You spread it out. Make sure you get a hat on the hat with the offensive line. That's what they did. And this offensive line for Southeast Polk continues to impress. Tight end lined up on the left side of the formation. That's Caleb Daniels, 6'4" junior, and we got a jump here on the near side of the field. Defensive lineman Jake Owen. So encroachment is called, and that'll be a free 5 yards for Southeast Polk, and that will move the Rams into Valley territory. 1st and 5 from the 48-yard line as we go inside of 40 seconds to play in the 1st quarter. Rams with a 7-0 lead. 3 receivers lined up to the right. Tight end tight on the left. From the gun, Daly, play action. Taking a shot. He's looking up the field. One-on-one coverage, incomplete. Running stride for stride was Trey Krause, and it's incomplete. Going up to 6'3" Isaiah Manuel, who got the one-on-one coverage they wanted. Well, hand fighting there for Krause and able to force 2nd down. Like the play call there, though. 1st and 5. Take your shot. And now we will do something that we saw last year quite a bit. Jackson Daly will go to the sideline, and they'll go with the Wildcat with Xavier Nwamka taking the shot. Southeast Polk was very effective at times going to this Wildcat. So Nwamka will take the snap. Zone read, loses the football. Ball is loose, still on the ground. Valley dives on it, they got it. The turnover on the Wildcat. Fumble recovery by Bobby Cobine. And the Tigers get the ball back. What a big play there for Valley. Wow.
Valley takes over, 1st down.
Well, mentioned going into that one, they were very effective running that Wildcat last year with Nwamka taking the snap. And in the backfield, Titus Christensen, the outstanding running back. You do wonder, though, not as much preparation time, not as many practice reps going through that. If that played in there, little uncertainty on the zone read look out of the Wildcat, and a turnover gives the football back to Valley. Now, can they capitalize? From midfield, Rubley working in the pro formation, offset eye play action. Looks across the middle, nothing there. Hit as he throws, incomplete. He was trying to find Cale Nessheim across the middle, but he was hit as he threw. His first look was Matthew Mahoney running a post route. That was covered up beautifully. Nwamka did not bite on the play action. He was there with help over top of his cornerback, Jace Aginaga. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Good work again out of this defensive backfield from Southeast Polk. Rams defense has been stout to this point. 2nd and 10 from midfield for Valley. Twin receivers left, one right. From the gun, Rubley lost it for a moment on the shotgun step. He's going to be stacked up for a loss. Good penetration again from Southeast Polk in their first
was Ross Cooper, the defensive tackle. It'll be 3rd and long. Caleb Daniels also there, and we're going to get a timeout on the field. That's the end of the first quarter here at Southeast Polk. Rams 7, Tigers nothing. When we come back, high school football continues in a moment.
Hi, I'm Chris from Fireplace Superstore, and this has been a crazy year. We might just run out of furniture, but we still have a great selection right now. We have wicker, we have fire pits, we have poly, and if you want something for your deck this year, you should come see us right now. Still have the greatest selection in Iowa at the best prices. Fireplace Superstore, 109th Douglas, just west of Homemaker.
Save thousands now at Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. 15% off 2020 Equinox and 2020 Trax, or 0% for 84 months. 15% off 2020 Sonic and 2020 Spark. WaukeeChevy.com. 12% off 2020 Blazer. 10% off 2020 Colorado. Up to $15,000 off new 2020 Suburban. We're in a position to give you more for your trade. As always, we're a partner you can count on. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. WaukeeChevy.com.
Central Bank is proud to support the unmatched spirit of sportsmanship and hard work exemplified by our local athletes. We're fans of high school sports and the way the big game and hometown team rally a community. Best of luck to all of today's competitors. Play hard, have fun, and make something great happen. Central Bank, member FDIC.
Welcome back to Southeast Polk High School. I'm Trent Condon as we go to the second quarter. 7-0 lead for Southeast Polk over the Valley Tigers. It'll be 3rd and 11 for Valley at their own 49-yard line. Need to get to the Polk 40 for the first down. From the shotgun, Jake Rubley. Low snap, pressure comes, trying to set up a screen. Throws it high, nearly intercepted by Xavier Nwamka. It'll be incomplete. But even on that play, normally, yes, on a screen play, you're letting that defensive line get in there, but Rubley just has not been able to get his feet set. It continues from what we saw a couple weeks ago against Dowling. Not enough front help for Rubley and the Valley offense. Incomplete, but even on that pass, it was well high of his intended target. 4th down coming as Stein will come back out onto the field to punt it away for the Tigers. He's had one rough punt, one good punt. Take this one. And a high punt, not a ton of distance to it. Fair catch called for. It'll take another backwards bounce back to the 31-yard line before it's finally covered up. And another chance. It's a pretty good field position for Southeast Polk. Rams offense got going very quickly. We'll take a quick timeout. Back with more here in a moment.
At MidAmerican Energy, we put our energy into making communities stronger, safer, and ready for the future. We support STEM education and community safety, special events, and economic development activities. We energize our cities and towns just like we have for decades, all to help make your community the place where you want to build your business, your legacy, and your life. It's another way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Southeast Polk with the first down and 10. We're going to get a flag, though, and a delay of game. A little bit late getting out of the huddle. And delay of game will be the call against the Rams offense, so they'll work back behind the sticks. First down and 15, mark them back at the 27-yard line, something you very rarely see on the first play from scrimmage of a new set of downs after a change of possession, but there it is. First and 15, back him up to the 27. Daly from the gun. Turnover last time for Southeast Polk. He's taking a shot. It's got a man out there. Wide open, complete to the 40. 35-30 to the 27-yard line. Big play for Southeast Polk. They took the shot, and Cole Falloon on the reception. Falloon just lined up in the slot there and ran past the defender. Looked like Kraus thought maybe he had some safety help over the top, but it did not happen. Incomplete. Taking another look at the play
for Falloon. There it is, wide open, got behind the defense. 1st and 10 from the 27, and we're going to get a whistle. Southeast Polk going to use a timeout. 11:20 to play in the second quarter. Southeast Polk looking to build on a 7-0 lead over Valley. Back with more high school football in a moment on CISN.
Hi, I'm Chris from Fireplace Superstore, and this has been a crazy year. We might just run out of furniture, but we still have a great selection right now. We have wicker, we have fire pits, we have poly, and if you want something for your deck this year, you should come see us right now. Still have the greatest selection in Iowa at the best prices. Fireplace Superstore, 109th and Douglas, just west of Homemaker.
Godfather's Pizza's Autumn Feast. A medium specialty pizza, a medium pepperoni pizza, and my new caramel apple streusel with Twix candy pieces. Get yours today.
11:20 left in the second quarter. 1st and 10 for Southeast Polk as they work from the Valley 27-yard line. 7-0 lead for the Rams. And a big play for Falloon, setting up this chance for Southeast Polk. Been efficient, been very good. The turnover on the Wildcat play really has been the biggest wart so far for Southeast Polk. We'll go back to the single back formation. Christensen pounds his way forward out near the 20-yard line. Beautiful gain on 1st down, and they are just lining up over that big left side of the offensive line, going back behind their left tackle, Caden Proctor, and their left guard, Jake Vore. You got some beef in there. 285 for Proctor, 300 pounds for Vore, and a big Southeast Polk offensive line. They'll go back to the run game again. Christensen, not a whole lot of room, and he'll be short of the 1st down marker. So make it 3rd down, and we'll call it 2 for Southeast Polk. And that time the Valley defense able to stand up in the middle. We talked about in the pregame, Nasir Washington, also Brian Gerardo in the middle trying to cover up things. Gerardo with the stop. 3rd and 2, Southeast Polk. Daly from the gun with Christensen on his left hip. They'll go back to the zone read. Christensen will get it. He's covered up again. Valley's defense tightens in the red zone and gets the 3rd down stop. Decision time for Brad Zelenovich and company. But they're going to keep the offense on the field, something we talked about before the game, those concerns with the kicking game. And maybe coming to the case here, this would be a 35-yard field goal, but they're going to go for it on 4th and a yard. Daly and Christensen in the backfield. 2 receivers right, 1 left. And that's Emmanuel, the big play receiver, 6'3", and another whistle and another timeout going to be used by Southeast Polk. That is the 3rd and final timeout used by Southeast Polk this half. A little bit of a surprise. We'll come back. 4th down coming up for Southeast Polk in a moment.
Focus. To define what is most important and commit yourself fully. It's why at Fairway, only the best meat makes the cut. Our fresh fish is full of flavor, and our produce is picked with incredible care. It's why we have fewer aisles, greater savings, and the most personal service. At Fairway, our focus is and always will be giving you the best in meat and grocery.
In Iowa, we grow corn, but to us, corn is more than a cash crop. It's part of who we are. Corn supports our livestock, helping our animals thrive. Corn fuels us. Ethanol powers our state as we push towards a clean, burning future. Corn nourishes us. It gives us an abundance of good food that nourishes our families, helps our student athletes grow stronger. In Iowa, we grow corn, but the truth is, corn grows Iowa.
Lead for Southeast Polk. Rams facing a 4th down and a yard from just inside the 20-yard line of West Des Moines Valley. Daly will put Christensen in motion. Going to the left side, he's looking to throw. On a wheel route, going to Christensen. There's contact out there. No flag, incomplete. In on the coverage and pushing Christensen out of the way was Jack Yenser for the Tigers. And Valley gets the 4th down stop. You can see that set up as Christensen started lined up on the right side of the shotgun, came over to the left, got the one-on-one coverage that they wanted, waited for that side of the field to clear, and then just pitched it out to the running back, but nothing doing there, and good coverage by Yenser. So here comes the Valley offense, still trying to find their way offensively. Hasn't been a whole lot of positives to this point for Valley. 9:23 left in the quarter. They'll go on the jet sweep to Mahoney, who dives forward to the 21-yard line. Gain of 3 on the play. 2nd and 7 for the Tigers. Dowling come up in a big way. Offset I formation. Rubley takes the snap, looking to throw. Nessheim. Cale Nessheim, the former Johnston Dragon, made his way to Valley. And he gets the completion for a gain of 6. 3rd and 1 for the Tigers from the 28-yard line. Long look over at the sidelines as we go inside of 15 seconds left. And now Valley is going to use one of their timeouts. 8:20 to play in the second quarter. It is a 7-0 lead for Southeast Polk. We'll come back in a moment with more here on CISN.
Hi, I'm Chris from Fireplace Superstore, and this has been a crazy year. We might just run out of furniture, but we still have a great selection right now. We have wicker, we have fire pits, we have poly, and if you want something for your deck this year, you should come see us right now. Still have the greatest selection in Iowa at the best prices. Fireplace Superstore, 109th and Douglas, just west of Homemaker.
Central Bank is proud to support the unmatched spirit of sportsmanship and hard work exemplified by our local athletes. We're fans of high school sports and the way the big game and hometown team rally a community. Best of luck to all of today's competitors. Play hard, have fun, and make something great happen. Central Bank, member FDIC.
3rd and yard as we come back for the Valley offense. At the 28-yard line, they'll hand it to Williams in the middle. Trying to fight his way for, boy, it's going to depend on this stop. Top official maybe gave him a little bit more than the bottom official. He's going to have it, and they'll give Valley the 1st down. The Tigers certainly going to take anything they can get at this point offensively. It'll be a fresh set of downs at the 28-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Tiger offense. Rubley, the quarterback. Reardon, a junior who's picked up a big bunch of offers. He's lined up on the right side of the formation. They'll go back to the running game and stuffed in the backfield again. Every time it feels like Southeast Polk able to get the penetration they need. That time it was Dominic Caggiano. Talked about him in the pregame. He came roaring forward to make the tackle. Caggiano came in with 4 tackles, 4 loss, and a couple of sacks. Make it 5 after that play. That'll be 2nd down and 16. Valley now going to spread things out with 3 receivers on the right. Rubley from the gun goes out to Williams. Had him out there, but again high on the throw. And this has continually been a conversation piece with Jake Rubley. The late transfer, didn't get to West Des Moines until August, and just does not have that same kind of repertoire that you normally have with your receivers, guys you've grown up with, and he is struggling right now. Even on passes like that, simple throws out to the flat. And he overshoots Jaden Williams, his future teammate at Kansas State. It'll be 3rd and 16. For the Valley offense, Mahoney comes in motion across the formation. Rubley from the gun. He'll take a shot up there. He's got Mahoney complete. Mahoney came across. They waited for the top receiver to clear. That brought the safety help over. and Mahoney on the wheel route for the first down. Defense continued to go out with the wide receiver, Reed Schilb, and that opened up the seam there for Mahoney, a first down. And really the first good looking play tonight for that Valley offense. It's been tough at times. They'll get the first down to the 44-yard line. Out of the shotgun, out to Williams in the short flat to the 50 midfield and spins forward to the 48. They'll make him check that 49-yard line. A gain of 5 on the play. Second down and 5 upcoming for the Valley offense. 7-0 our score, 6:40 clock in second quarter. Rams defense has been stout to this point, but Valley starting to build some positive momentum for the first time. They've worked to spread it out a little bit more, and that has worked pretty well. 3 receivers left, Reardon the tight end on the right side. Rubley against pressure. He's knocked down again in the backfield. Caggiano there again, applying the pressure. Rubley ran into one of his offensive linemen, but Caggiano going to be hit again, and Rubley, it's like he's trying to shake something off on his right leg. Not sure if it's a calf or an ankle. He looks a little gimpy right now, trying to put any kind of pressure on that right side. Now holding down towards his knee. And he is limping significantly now as they come out of the mini huddle, if you will. Out of the gun, here comes more pressure, trying to set up the screen. Oh, one-handed catch by Williams. He's into the open field, cuts back at the 35-30. Off to the races, 20, 10, touchdown Tigers. Jaden Williams goes 55 yards, and the Tigers are on the board. We talked about how the gimpiness of Rubley maybe was going to be a concern. Not the case there. Takes a couple of steps back. The penetration by Southeast Polk, and they use that pressure to their advantage. Williams in the open field. And how about the catch? The one-handed catch, and then off to the races. Great open field in space for Williams. Extra point is on its way, and it is good. Tied up at 7, Southeast Polk and Valley. 5:33 to play before halftime. Back with more high school football in a moment.
Obsessively, relentlessly. That's what you can always expect, even when faced with the unexpected. It's a service we take seriously, providing comfort in the rain, tools to help you save, a helping hand along the way, and from a safe distance away. Delivering the energy you need while going the extra mile. Regardless of the times, our team remains committed to you.
In Iowa, we grow corn, but to us, corn is more than a cash crop. It's part of who we are. Corn supports our livestock, helping our animals thrive. Corn fuels us. Ethanol powers our state as we push towards a clean, burning future. Corn nourishes us. It gives us an abundance of good food that nourishes our families, helps our student athletes grow stronger. In Iowa, we grow corn, but the truth is,
working on, get just enough onto it with the play. Here it is. Here he's in the open field. Look at that cutback right there. Just got enough of the blocker. Did the wide receiver Ness in the open field. Williams, a one-handed catch, sets it up, and off to the races. 55 yards. Valley on the board as we play here in the second quarter. 5:33 left. Valley 7, Southeast Polk 7. The Tigers will line it up again with their kickoff artist, Lennox Krell, a senior, who has been good this season, getting the ball into the end zone. Came in 7 of 8 in touchbacks and added another one to open things up here tonight. His second kickoff, drives it to the right side. Christensen going to get it right at the goal line. He's going to come out, and he is going to be taken down before the 20-yard line. So it will be good special teams coverage there out of West Des Moines Valley. Talked about the perhaps advantage that they have on that side. It'll be first down for Southeast Polk from the 18. A little bit different feeling now for Southeast Polk. They were in control of this one, seemingly doing whatever they wanted for long stretches. Had a turnover, though, near midfield, and Daly working from the gun. Looking to set something up to Christensen, but he is hit right away in the backfield. Valley was there, and again, boy, somebody putting themselves in conversation for our Roshan Corporation player of the game, Ethan Sikowski, our hard hat player of the game, and he is bringing his hard hat. How about Sikowski there? A tackle for a loss. We'll call it a loss of 3. Second and long. Inside of 5 minutes left before halftime. Daly from the shotgun. One-on-one coverage for Emmanuel. Goes up and takes it. Grab at the 40-yard line. Still on his feet near midfield. Just plucked that one out of the air. Isaiah Emmanuel, 6'3" wide receiver, went high, brought it in. Had a big play for the Rams. They'll mark him at the 49. He went up high and just snapped that away. That's what you love to see out of your wide receiver. Daly. Valley brings an extra guy in the box. Ball comes loose. Christensen lost it. Comes right back up to him. And he's bounced out. Looks like they're going to mark him out at the 47-yard line of Valley. He lost the football as he was gaining the edge, but it bounced right back up into his midsection. Was able to pitter-patter forward. They'll mark it down, though. Stepped out of bounds at the 47. Second down and 6. It'll be a gain of 4 for Christensen. 2 tight ends into the game with twin receivers out to the right. Daly from the shotgun. He'll hand to Christensen up the middle. Christensen not a whole lot of room this time. Maybe push forward for a yard. It'll be third down upcoming for Southeast Polk. H-back's going to check out of the game, and that'll bring another receiver in. That'll be Quint Christensen, a junior receiver. In for the H-back, Mason Rankin. 3 wide receiver look under center this time is Daly. Play action pass. Daly looking up top. He's going to take a shot out there. One-on-one coverage, and it is complete. Found Quint Christensen just into the gain. Had enough for the first down out to the 35-yard line. Christensen just ran a stop route there. Very difficult throw for a left-handed quarterback. Off the play action, rolling back out to his right for the lefty, but was able to get just enough out on that to Christensen for the first down. To the 35 as the clock rolls. 3:15 to play before halftime. Tight coverage up top. They'll put Nwampka in motion. Christensen up the middle. Nice hole. He's out to the 25-yard line. Spins forward to the 24. That'll be good enough for a first down for Southeast Polk. Well, you can see the eyes of the defense as they put Nwampka in motion. Everybody keeping an eye on him, and that opened up the middle of the defense for Christensen to pitter-patter forward. First and 10 from the 24. They'll put Nwampka out there again. This time they'll flip it out to him on the swing pass. He grabs it, cuts back at the 20, cuts back again to the 15, spins to the 14-yard line, and another first down. Xavier Nwampka showing that dynamic playmaking ability there, and a first down. Boy, he just about dropped it. He bobbled it for a moment, was able to control, and then him in the open field. What a play. Another first down as this Southeast Polk offense is rolling here as we hit the 2:22 mark of the first half. From the pistol, they'll go to Christensen with the carry. Looks to get to the right. Not a whole lot of room. Got a couple. Second down upcoming for Southeast Polk. We're tied at 7. We'll go inside of 2 minutes here on this play. Southeast Polk is out of timeouts in the first half as they have used all 3 of their timeouts. Valley does still have 2 remaining. It'll be second down and 8 from the 11-yard line. Rams going to spread it out, a 5 wide receiver look. Daly setting up a bubble screen to the middle. Emmanuel with the catch into the end zone. Touchdown Rams. Emmanuel in for 6. They set up the bubble screen to the left side. Great blocking by Southeast Polk, and Emmanuel just had to make one man miss at the 3-yard line. He does, and is in for the touchdown. 13-7, Southeast Polk takes the lead back. And now the extra point opportunity coming up for their kicker, Kale Niev, the junior lefty, 6'4" kicker, wearing 78. The big man bombs it, and it's good. 14-7, Polk with the lead over Valley, 134.
Grow corn, but to us, corn is more than a cash crop. It's part of who we are. Corn supports our livestock, helping our animals thrive. Corn fuels us. Ethanol powers our state as we push towards a clean, burning future. Corn nourishes us. It gives us an abundance of good food that nourishes our families, helps our student athletes grow stronger. In Iowa, we grow corn. But the truth is, corn grows Iowa.
Obsessively, relentlessly. That's what you can always expect, even when faced with the unexpected. It's a service we take seriously, providing comfort in the rain, tools to help you save, a helping hand along the way, and from a safe distance away, delivering the energy you need while going the extra mile. Regardless of the times, our team remains committed to you.
Welcome back to Southeast Polk. 94 seconds left in the first half. We have halftime festivity kick hit by one of the men up front. Ball is dangerous play. One of the up men touched the football, then just went to block. I believe that was, and now it's decision time for Coach Gary Swenson and the Valley coaching staff. Offense outside of the last drive had struggled, but down by a score, do you try to get some positive momentum going? Last touch, it was a 55-yard touchdown on the screenplay to Jaden Williams. Out of the gun, Rubley. Looking to throws, got a man, and that's Reardon incomplete. Knocked away, good coverage by Austin Enos. And it's 2nd and 10. Enos, a really good baseball player, and doing it now on the football field for Southeast Polk. Able to knock that away, and Eli Reardon, who's picked up a number of offers at the Division I level, not able to come up with that. It is 2nd down and 10. High snap, Rubley. Pressure, loses the football, able to cover it up. Now remember, Southeast Polk does not have a timeout. This would normally be the time that you would use those timeouts facing a 3rd and long, but now Valley can pretty much let this half run out. And we'll see if they're just going to be content to run the football on 3rd down, and even if there are a few ticks left on the clock, punt it away. They'll have to snap this one with about 40 seconds remaining, so they will be able to punt it away. Run out the clock, not even have to worry about punting away. It looks like Southeast Valley is going to use their second time out of the half. There it is. 39 seconds to play in the first half. It'll be 3rd down and 18 when we come back. 39 seconds to go before halftime. Back with more here in a moment.
At Mid-American Energy, we put our energy into making communities stronger, safer, and ready for the future, just like we have for decades. All to help make your community the place where you want to build your business, your legacy, and your life. It's another way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Hi, I'm Joe the Car Guy with Westside Auto. I'm excited to tell you about our new lifetime oil change plan. When you purchase our plan, you'll never have to pay for an oil change again. If you get a different car, simply transfer the plan over. If that car's oil needs are different than your original plan, just pay the difference. It couldn't be simpler. You won't have to worry about inflation or prices going up. Give us a call at Westside Auto Pros to get details on the lifetime oil change plan. And remember, when I say lifetime, I mean your lifetime, not just your car's.
Third down run by Jaden Williams as we come back to live action here. Short gain for him to the left side. 25 seconds on the play clock, 18 seconds on the game clock. So more likely that'll be it. It is fourth down and long. I would be shocked to see Valley try to run any kind of play here. Down 14-7. Go in, lick your wounds. They're still looking over at the side. Your halftime score, Southeast Polk 14, Valley 7. Thanks for joining us as we come back with halftime.
You can buy a new Ford at any Ford dealer. Why Schottenkirk Ford? Our core values: hard work, trust, character, integrity, honesty, and respect. During Schottenkirk Ford's fall savings event, get up to $12,500 off 2020 F-150 XLT. No goofy rebates. Everyone qualifies. Up to $12,000 off 2020 Expedition XLT. New 2020 EcoSport 4-wheel drive starting at .com.
At Mid-American Energy, we put our energy in special events and economic development, place where you want to build your
Focus. To fish is full of flavor, and our focus is and always will be giving you the best in meat and grocery.
Crop. It's part of who we are. A clean, burning future. Corn nourishes us. It gives us an abundant, grows Iowa.
Welcome back to the Iowa Corn Halftime Show. You might think Iowa grows corn, but the truth is, corn grows Iowa. Support Iowa corn farmers with Iowa corn. We're going to go down to the field with our halftime performance from the Southeast Polk Marching Band. 14-7, our halftime score here. Southeast Polk with the lead over West Des Moines Valley. For Southeast Polk, they jumped out 7-0 on a late in the first half with a touchdown before the recap.
Field show called Decomposers, arranged by Randall Sandridge. Featured performers are Nyla Rios on trumpet, Amy Hubert, Selena Hill and Kate Blood on alto saxophone, Abby Alcala, Daniel Copeland, and Logan Muffle. Field assistant is James Castile. Drill designed by Ted Riker. Our 2020 drum majors are Chloe Faust, Deuce Hurley, and Audrey Peterson. Drum majors, is your band ready? Say for your marching wind.
To define what is most important and commit yourself fully. It's why at Fairway, only the best meat makes the cut. Our fresh fish is full of flavor, and our produce is picked with incredible care. It's why we have fewer aisles, greater savings, and the most personal service. At Fairway, our focus is and always will be giving you the best in meat and grocery.
In Iowa, we grow corn, but to us, corn is more than a cash crop. It's part of who we are. Corn supports our livestock, helping our animals thrive. Corn fuels us. Ethanol powers our state as we push towards a clean, burning future. Corn nourishes us. It gives us an abundance of good food.
During Schottenkirk Ford's fall savings event, get up to $12,500 off 2020 F-150 at $18,990. Our certified used vehicles come with a 12-month, 12,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty. Hurry in. Schottenkirk Ford, Indianola. SchottenkirkFord.com.
At MidAmerican Energy, we put our energy into making communities stronger, safer, and ready for the future. We support STEM education and community safety, special events, and economic development activities. We energize your legacy and your life. It's another way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Welcome back here as we are at halftime, the Iowa Corn Halftime Show on CISN. Taking a look back at the first half highlights. Here's Jackson Daly, he was hit coming off the edge of the wrong way for Valley. It turned out to be a net of -8 yards as it went out of bounds at the 11-yard line. Great field position for South, and they were able to capitalize as the quarterback Daly from the gun hands it off to his running back. Christensen bounces it to the outside and in for the first score of the night. That made it 7-0 Southeast Polk for West Des Moines Valley. We continue on in our first half highlights on the Iowa Corn Halftime Show. Daly again working out of the shotgun here, taking a shot up the field, up the seam. Colin Falloon with the big gainer deep in down to the 32-yard line from Southeast Polk. Here's Valley with the football back as that drive was thwarted. Rubley looking up top and finds Mahoney up the left side. Mahoney had come in motion. They cleared out that side of the field. Find him on the nice pitch and catch. Then on third down, a one-handed grab by Jaden Williams, and he cuts back and is off to the races as the Tigers get on the board on the screen pass, 55-yarder from Rubley to Williams. Southeast Polk, though, able to answer back. One-on-one coverage on the outside for Emmanuel, who made a great play. Just went up and used those big mitts to pull it in for the gainer for the Rams. And then from there, they go back to the passing game. This time, it's Emmanuel again. A short pass on the 14-7. Southeast Polk with the lead over West Des Moines Valley on the Iowa Corn Halftime Show. Valley outside of the screenplay that went for a touchdown, still trying to find their footing on that offensive line. Southeast Polk has been in the backfield throughout. They're going to have to continue to work in order to make that work and give themselves a chance to get back into this football game. It has been happen in a game like that as teams going through their second half work. They got the football first, so Valley will get the choice in the second half of the game. Tigers will get the opportunity to take the football first, and we'll see what they can do. Win not a factor here tonight on an absolutely incredible night for football. I don't know if you could draw it up any better than this. 61 degrees at game time in Pleasant Hill. I believe that's where the actual football field is, and we're right in the confluence of Runnels and Pleasant Hill and Altoona. They all come together right here at Southeast Polk High School. What we do know, great night of football and a good one here continue to do as they look to build on a 7-point halftime lead. Some other scores from around the state. One that certainly jumped off the page as Urbandale off to a 3-0 start were the Jayhawks. They trail at the half against Indianola. It's 14-12 in that one. Something certainly to keep an eye on as we continue to look for those teams across the area. Off to a good start. Some other scores from around the state here at this point. Let's take a look at Waukee and Dowling Catholic. That one at the half. It's Waukee 21, Dowling Catholic 14. Maroons possibly facing back-to-back losses. And when's the last time that happened? I think you have to go a long, long ways back. ISN 6.3 on the FM dial. Bring you the replay of that one coming your way here later this evening. 14-7 our halftime score. Warm-ups are ready, and we are about ready to go in the It's the Rams in what appears to be as wide open of a 4A race as I can remember in my 15 years here in Central Iowa covering high school football and 20 years overall on the beat. 4A, there's usually 1, 2, 3, sometimes 4 or 5 teams, but that's it. I think you can make a strong argument. 8, 9, 10 teams in the conversation to win that hardware at the Unidome coming up in late November. 14-7 as we get ready to tee it up. The big man, Cale Nieve, 6'4", 180, a left-footed kicker, and he wears 78. Don't see that very often out of the kicker, but he is certainly has a strong leg and that lanky frame. Back deep to receive for the Valley Tigers. It's Mason DeBrava. He is back there, joined by Matthew Mahoney. Another squib kick to the middle. It'll be grabbed at the 25-yard line, straight up the gut. Brought out to the 35-yard line. So the squib kick has kept it out of those big returners' hands, and I think Southeast Polk, though they're giving up some decent field position, they're pretty content not giving it back to DeBrava, who's been good this year. Mahoney, we've also seen Williams back there at times. They believe in their defense, that their defense will be able to buckle down and certainly make plays, and that is the hope for them. 1st and 10 Valley from their 35-yard line as we get started in the second half. 14-7 lead for Southeast Polk over the Tigers. They'll go to the ground game right away. ISO play to the right side, and falling forward for a gain of about 3 was Jaden Williams. Valley wants to be able to rely on that run game. That has not been something that has worked out for them to this point. The only score of the first half came on a 3rd down screen pass to Jaden Williams, him in open space. 2nd down and 7 from the 37-yard line of the Tigers. Rubley, quick throw out to the left, finds Mahoney, who fights forward to the 43-yard line, a gain of 4. And it'll be 3rd down and short on the nice pitch and catch from Rubley to Mahoney.
3rd and 2.
That has been the connection we've seen the most this season for Valley, as Mahoney comes into play here tonight with 12 receptions to lead the team. Nessheim second with 11, and then it's Eli Reardon third with 7, the tight end. 3rd and short, Rubley. Pump fakes, can't get rid of it, and here comes the pressure from Southeast Polk. Dominic Caggiano again, his 3rd tackle for a loss, his 2nd sack. Caggiano's been outstanding, and the Rams get the 3rd down stop. Not a whole lot you can do there, and just a powerful, powerful pressure up front. Rubley thought he had the read, but then pump faked, and just not going to be able to do that when your offensive line's struggling. Can't afford to not get rid of the ball quickly, and Rubley is sacked on 3rd down. Valley will punt it away, and a beauty. Nwankpa from the 19-yard line. Hops, skips, jumps forward, got 2 on the return. Great coverage down there by the Valley special teams. And the tackle first on the play for the Tigers, it was Aiden Price, the sophomore. 1st and 10, Southeast Polk looking to build on a 7-point lead.
22-yard line where the Rams take over. 1st down.
from the 21, as we'll see Jackson Daly back out onto the field for the first time in the second half. 3 receivers lined up to the left. Also the tight end for Southeast Polk lined up over there. Christensen in the backfield with Daly. Daly's going to roll, looking to throw up the field. He's got a man out there. It is incomplete. In and out of the hands of Boone Bain. Bain had not just a step, he had a couple of steps on that, but not able to watch it in. Incomplete, second down. Beautifully designed play out there. Bain was the one that was able to break free, and if Daly could have just taken another step forward there on the pass, they would have been looking at 6. Instead, it's second down and 10 from the 22-yard line. They'll set up the screen to the right side, breaking a tackle after a gain of 5. That time it was Bain able to bring it in. So Bain picks up 5, 3rd and 5. Southeast Polk with the football in their home black uniforms, Valley in the traveling whites. Bain will line up now in the right slot. 2 receivers out there. The H-back Mason Rankin comes back into the game. He's lined up on the right side, play action. Daly going to take another shot. Up the middle, wide open, complete. He found Emmanuel. Emmanuel to the 20, 15, 10, tripped up there. Another big play. Flat, maybe would have had enough for the first down, but he waited for that play to set up, waited for Emmanuel to clear, and he is rewarded with the big play. First down, Rams. They'll have it first down and goal just inside the 10-yard line. Nwankwo will line up at the running back spot, Daly under center. They'll go to the stretch play to the right. Nwankwo bounces it out to the end zone. Touchdown! Rams extend their lead. It's 20-7. Just a simple zone play out to the right side. This time it's the right side of the offensive line able to get it up. As you set the scene, look at that speed to the outside. He gets the corner and he is in. Second score on the ground tonight for Southeast Polk. The kick from Nueve on its way, and it is good. 21-7. Southeast Polk with the lead over Valley. 8:49 to play in the second half as we come back. More high school football here in a moment.
Focus. To define what is most important and commit yourself fully. It's why at Fairway, only the best meat makes the cut. Our fresh fish is full of flavor, and our produce is picked with incredible care. It's why we have fewer aisles, greater savings, and the most personal service. At Fairway, our focus is and always will be giving you the best in meat and grocery.
In Iowa, we grow corn, but to us, corn is more than a cash crop. It's part of who we are. Corn supports our livestock, helping our animals thrive. Corn fuels us. Ethanol powers our state as we push towards a clean, burning future. Corn nourishes us. It gives us an abundance of good food that nourishes our families, helps our student athletes grow stronger. In Iowa, we grow corn. But the truth is, corn grows Iowa.
Southeast Polk High School, the Rams a 21-7 lead over West Des Moines Valley. Trent Condon back with you as we play into the third quarter. A kick goes out of bounds, and it'll be good field position again. A little bit surprising just how good we've seen Cale Nieve look on his extra point attempts, but the kickoffs have been a different story for him to this point. That one goes out of bounds, and West Des Moines Valley now looking to capitalize, down 2 scores for the first time tonight, as they will start first down and 10 from the 35-yard line. So Rubley will bring the offense out. Jaden Williams, outside of a screen pass, hasn't been able to find a whole lot of running room.
Let's go, D!
Mahoney and Nessheim, they're lined out to the right on the left side of the formation. Another receiver in the game, that's Reed Schilp. Junior wide out from the pistol. They'll look to run the football. Williams, he's hit right away in the backfield. This time it is Caleb Daniels in for the second tackle for loss for him tonight. And the Rams just racking them up throughout the evening. A loss of 5 on the play, make it 2nd and 15, back to the 30. Just not a whole lot of buttons that Valley has been able to punch offensively here throughout this one tonight. They'll go to Williams with the run again, able to fight forward for a gain of 5, gets back to the original line of scrimmage, just past the 35-yard line, a gain of 5 on that one. 3rd down and a long 9. As Rubley takes a look over at the sidelines to the offensive staff, Gary Swenson and company for the Valley Tigers. Valley took the loss as the number 1 ranked team in week 2 as they fell 22-0 to Dowling Catholic. Then a week ago, Dowling Catholic falls 19-15 to Johnston Southeast Polk, your new number 1. They're rolling here tonight. Rubley on the screen, but a nice tackle in the open field. Wow, Southeast Polk, they are swarming to the football. This time it is Alec Kligopoulos with the tackle, and that'll bring up 4th down for the Tigers. And again, here comes the punting team for Valley. Dawson Stein has been able to turn over a couple of different punts, but has also had one that has gone backwards. He'll try to find the right foot to this one and move Southeast Polk back as we go inside of 7 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Southeast Polk up by a score of 21-7. High snap, it goes over the head of Stein, back to the 5-yard line. He'll just fall on it there. Southeast Polk is going to have the football inside the 5-yard line on the special teams miscue. And Polk in business again, 1st and goal from the 5. Here tonight, lined up in the single back set. Rankin across the formation, the H-back, back to the right side, and before the play, we got a whistle. And a look down at the field. A false start is going to be the call. And they're going to get it on the wide receiver as Isaiah Emanuel. Incredibly rare you see something like that where the the wide receiver gets called for a false start, but that's the case. And moves the offense back now, 1st and goal to the 8-yard line for the Rams. Southeast Polk trying to punch it in and build on their 14-point lead. Daly now from the pistol with Christensen back behind him. Zone read, Christensen up the gut, nothing there. Covered up right away by Washington of the Tigers. Good play by the future Miami of Ohio prospect Nasir Washington. On also there. 2nd down and goal. They'll keep it at the 8-yard line. Here's Daly now under center again. Play action. Looks one-on-one coverage. Goes up to the corner. Did he come up with it? What a grab in the corner of Daniels. 4-6. Wow, what a grab. Daniels has been doing a lot on the offensive side and the defensive side of the football. We've seen a number of Southeast Polk players playing both ways, and wow, that one there was absolutely incredible. Able to fight off the defender, bring it in, keep his feet in, get that foot down for the score. Extra point pending for Southeast Polk with 6:06 left. It is knuckled, no good, wide right. Remains 27-7, Southeast Polk with the lead over Valley. We come back, high school football continues on CISN.
Save thousands now at Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. 15% off 2020 Equinox and 2020 Trax, or 0% for 84 months. 15% off 2020 Sonic and 2020 Spark. WalkieChevy.com. 12% off 2020 Blazer. 10% off 2020 Colorado. Up to $15,000 off new 2020 Suburban. We're in a position to give you more for your trade. As always, we're a partner you can count on. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. WalkieChevy.com.
Central Bank is proud to support the unmatched spirit of sportsmanship and hard work exemplified by our local athletes. We're fans of high school sports and the way the big game and hometown team rally a community. Best of luck to all of today's competitors. Play hard, have fun, and make something great happen. Central Bank, member FDIC.
Welcome back. Let's take a look at what set up the touchdown drive for Southeast Polk. First, the high snap over the head of Stein, the punter. Decision here for Stein. He just decides to fall on it instead of kicking it out of the back of the end zone for the safety. That sets up the touchdown. And first of all, the throw from Daly into the corner. We talked about how the tight end was able to bring it in. And a couple of guys over on that side of the formation. Rankin went underneath, but into the corner. Look at that grab. Coming up with it, getting the feet down. Daniels with the score for Southeast Polk. Extra point was no good, so it is 20. If you are Valley, just how you're going to be able to turn this around and get enough offense going to get back into the game. 27-20 our score. And now Valley going to move their kick returners back a little bit. We've seen Southeast Polk employ the squib kick with Cale Nuave. Nave has it teed up at the 40-yard line. The tall, lanky lefty with the boot. This time he'll try to drive it a little bit deeper. It'll bounce and be grabbed by Mahoney at the 12-yard line. Mahoney tries to get to the edge. Now stops at the 25, and he is brought down there in the open field. And they have been on the spot that time. Andrew Reed, the junior linebacker, on the special teams tackle. And Valley will start with the football at their 25-yard line. First and 10 from the 25, and now what does Gary Swenson look to draw up? Have not been able to find running room, now down by 3 scores. Is this the time you just open things up and let Rubley let fire? Got to get protection, and that has been the issue for Valley throughout this season. First and 10 from the 25. They'll hand it off to Williams. Williams to the edge, fights through a tackle and a nice gain on first down. They'll mark him right near the first down sticks, and they'll say, well, depend on the spot there. Looks like they're going to give him the first down.
First down, Tigers. Jake Rubley's pass is complete to Eli Reardon.
Reardon gets the completion there, and a short gainer to the tight end for the Tigers. Now step back, Rubley looking out that way again, this time for Mahoney, but incomplete.
Rubley's pass intended for Mahoney falls incomplete. Third down.
It'll be third down and 7 for the Valley offense. They're going to hand it off to Williams, but not much room again. Southeast Polk, they have been outstanding here in the screen pass. They have been able to do certainly anything that they have wanted. And they force another punt as we'll go under 5 minutes left in the third quarter. And Southeast Polk in control. Fourth and long. Stein, the last time he saw the snap go over his head. As the punt comes away, end over end punt. It'll hit at the 31-yard line, take a high bounce. And it'll go out of bounds right at the 31. Kick out of bounds, so that will give Southeast Polk the football back. 7-7. And you can feel the momentum has built for Southeast Polk. They have controlled this game throughout. But it was just a 7-point halftime lead at 14-7. Since then, though, 2 scoring drives in the second half, and with 4:44 to play, they look to go even higher. Here's a throw out, incomplete. Try to get it out there on the swing pass to his wide receiver, lined up in the slot, Quint Christensen. Christensen, he had a real nice play earlier in the first half of the game as he caught a big completion on third down. From the gun, it'll be 2nd and 10. Daly hands it to Christensen. He's got a nice hole out to the 38. He is lit up there by DeBrava, but not before.
Up the middle. Knocked down by Mason DeBrava. 3rd and 2.
We'll call it 3rd and 2. They marked him down at the 39-yard line. So 3rd down. Valley's defense was there that time. Stood him up right away. Good penetration. Again, we see Ethan Sikowski in there defensively for the Tigers. Also in on the tackle, it was Nasir Washington. Good stand out of the Tigers, and certainly something they needed as we play in the 3rd quarter. Tigers with a chance to get the football back. As DeBrava will stand at the 30-yard line to receive, along with Cale Nessheim. Here's the punt, a sidewinder to the right side. It'll go out of bounds off the right foot of Connor Robbins. And good field position for Valley. Field position hasn't been the issue, though. It has just been trying to find anything offensively to this point with 3:23 left. Second half has been all Southeast Polk to this point. 27-7, they lead it as the Tiger offense comes out onto the field. They'll line up with 2 receivers, left, 1 right. Rubley in the shotgun with Williams on his hip, and we're going to get a false start. Mahoney looked like he jumped from his slot position on the left side of the formation. It is a false start. They also got Nessheim, so both wide receivers were bouncing over there, trying to do anything to get free. Southeast Polk has held the Valley offense in check. Rubley in the pocket, makes a strong throw, and it is complete. Rubley was hit as he threw that time as he finds his wide receiver on the inside slant. That was Reed Schilb for the gain of down. Mahoney comes in motion, high snap, and Southeast Polk's get a fall on it. Oh, there's the big man who had the touchdown a moment ago, Caleb Daniels. This time a fumble recovery. He's been all over the place. Caleb Daniels putting himself in the conversation for our Roshan Corporation hard hat player of the game. Oh, what a play there. High snap again. It has been one of those nights for the Valley Tigers, and Rams fans, they are already feeling it here in the 3rd quarter. With 2:51 left. As we look back at the play, here's Rubley in the gun. And the high snap over his head. Nobody could fall on it. Mahoney and Rubley fell together. And the recovery by Daniels. 1st and 10 from the 40 for Polk. Christensen looks to cut back. Nothing doing there. Nasir Washington again with the tackle. Boy, he's going to be a nice-looking player in the Mid-American Conference for Miami of Ohio next year. They have continued to recruit the state hard and been able to pick up a couple of prospects here the last couple of seasons. defensive end for the Tigers. 2nd down and 9 for Daly in the Southeast Polk offense. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Rankin the tight end on the right side of the formation. Christensen with Daly in the backfield. Zone read. Daly's going to break a tackle. 35-30. Brought down just past the first down marker. That zone read, it's been effective tonight for Southeast Polk, and Jackson Daly again enough for the first down.
First down, Rams.
First down to the 29-yard line. Rankin out. Xavier Nwamka will come in. They'll go with the 2 backs in the shotgun formation. They'll spread it out here. 5 offensive linemen. Nwamka goes in motion. Christensen on the carry, up the middle. Fights forward for a gain of 3. You've seen that look a couple of different times tonight from Southeast Polk. They'll look here as they bring in their tight end, Caleb Daniels. Daniels with a touchdown catch, a fumble recovery, a couple of tackles for loss. Doing it both ways for Southeast Polk, up by 20. Daly looking to throw, pressure comes, he steps up in the pocket. Now wants to run, gets to the right side and ripped down at about the 21-yard line by the Valley defender. That was Drew Henderson on the tackle. I'll make it 3rd down and short. We'll call it 3rd and 1 for the Southeast Polk offense. Approaching the 1-minute mark of the 3rd quarter. Rams in control, 27-20. Daly with twin receivers left. A couple of tight ends. Check that 1 tight end of the game, that's Daniels. After a look over at the sideline, Southeast Polk going to use a timeout. Southeast Polk 27, Valley 7, 44 seconds left in the 4th quarter. We come back, high school football continues.
And you need one of the brand new Heat and Glow gas fireplace inserts. They're the perfect retrofit for that old wood-burning fireplace that you're not using. You get beautiful flames, you get heat, you get easy operation, and they're all brand new Heat and Glow gas fireplace inserts.
Trent Condon back with you as we play in the 3rd quarter. 44 seconds left as Southeast Polk uses their first timeout of the 2nd half. They lead it 27-7 over West Des Moines Valley. Valley did not play a week ago after their loss in week 2 to Dowling Catholic. But the issues that cropped up in that game continue here as Southeast Polk has been all over the field, and the newly number 1 ranked team in Class 4A, Southeast Polk, they have flexed their muscle throughout. Just a dominating performance on both sides of the 21-yard line. They'll go under center here in a tight look, but then spread it out in a weird formation. Daly gets the corner, the first down, still on his feet to the 15, and finally brought down there. That was just an incredibly odd-looking formation from Southeast Polk, but they are able to get the first down on the sneak. What a play. Tight with the offensive line, then spread out from there. Just an incredibly weird look. But you'll take it. Southeast Polk first down deep into Valley territory now to the 14-yard line. Nwamka in the backfield. They'll put Christensen in motion. Nwamka will take the carry left side. Tries to pitter-patter forward. Nothing there as he stood up by the Tigers. It'll be 2nd and long for Southeast Polk. 20 seconds to go, and we'll see if that's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Certainly anticipate that would be the case. And they are going to let the 3rd quarter play clock roll out and move to the north end of the field. Through 3, Southeast Polk 27, West Des Moines Valley 7. The 4th quarter is coming your way next on 1460 KXNO and CISN.TV.
Focus. To define what is most important and commit yourself fully. It's why at Fairway, only the best meet, fewer aisles, greater savings, and the most personal service. At Fairway, Our focus is and always will be giving you the best in meat and grocery.
In Iowa, we grow corn, but to us, corn is more than a cash crop. It's part of who we are. Corn supports our livestock, helping our animals thrive. Corn fuels us. Ethanol powers our state as we push towards a clean, burning future. Corn nourishes us. It gives us an abundance of good food that nourishes our families, helps our student athletes grow stronger. In Iowa, we grow.
Weishaupt and Kirk Ford, our core values: hard work, trust, character, rebates. Everyone qualifies. Up to $12,000 off 2020 Expedition XLT. New 2020 EcoSport 4-wheel drive starting at $18,990. Our certified used vehicles come with a 12-month, 12,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty. Hurry in. Schott and Kirk Ford, Indianola. SchottandKirkFord.com.
The fourth quarter, a 27-7 lead for Southeast Polk over West Des Moines Valley. Trent Condon with you. Glad to have you aboard with us tonight on CISN. Jackson Daly, the junior quarterback, lefty, and got some movement, it looks like, after the timeout. 2nd and 15, backed up to their 19-yard line. Start of the fourth quarter, and Southeast Polk has been in control throughout this one. It was just a 7-point halftime lead. Certainly felt like it could have been a whole lot bigger, though, for the Rams, but 13-0, they outscore Valley in the third quarter. Tigers showing a little bit of pressure, now will drop back. Daly looks to roll, throws it across. He's got a man out there complete right near the first down marker. A beautiful throw and catch as he found his wide receiver there, Boone Bain, for the gain of 14. It'll be 3rd and a yard from the 5-yard line.
Ball just short of the 3-yard line.
And you can see Daly why he's got offers from Michigan and a host of others as he lines up under center here again and gets the first down. Very comfortable rolling, able to square those shoulders, and for the second time tonight, see him rolling out to the right side, a left-handed quarterback. Not only do you have to get those shoulders turned, also have to clear your hips, and that's something you see so many quarterbacks at the high school level miss out. Fundamentally sound, beautiful throw, and finds his receiver there, and then picks up the first down on the run. Good physical running back. Rankin comes in motion. They'll go to Christensen, up the gut, fights his way to the 1-yard line. It'll be 2nd and goal from there as we go inside of 11 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Polk 27, Valley 7. Southeast Polk very content running the football here. They'll go with Daly with the sneak. He's in for 6. Touchdown Rams. Jackson Daly, the 1-yard quarterback keeper. Southeast Polk continues to pile it on. Really wondered coming into the game. Knew the questions about Valley and what they were going to be with that offensive line, but defensively they'd held up pretty well. Southeast Polk has been impressive what they've done offensively against this squad. Dave will be on to attempt the extra point. 3 of 4 to this point. Kick on its way, plenty of leg, and it is good for FISN.
Hi, I'm Chris from Fireplace Superstore, and this has been a crazy year. We might just run out of furniture. But we still have a great selection right now at the best prices. Fireplace Superstore, 109th and Douglas, just west of Homemaker.
Save thousands now at Schott&Kirk Chevy Waukee. 15% off 2020 Equinox and 2020 Trax, or 0% for 84 months. 15% off 2020 Sonic and 2020 Spark. WaukeeChevy.com. 12% off 2020 Blazer. 10% off 2020 Colorado. Up to $15,000 off new 2020 Suburban. We're in a position to give you more for your trade.
Order of action, 10:43 to play. Southeast Polk 34. West Des Moines Valley 7. Dave will tee it up again. Another squib kick to the middle of the field. Brought in at the 27-yard line. Trying to find the edge. Little bit of running room out there. 45-yard line. Nice return for Valley and Ethan Sikowski. Sikowski, he's had a nice performance tonight, both in special teams and defensively. And now it looks like Sikowski is down on that return. Looks like maybe just to cramp those or trying to stretch him out. 47-yard line is where Valley will get the football. They've had great field position, but they have not been able to capitalize. Those questions have not been answered tonight on the offensive line, and Gary Swenson had 2 weeks to prepare for this game with his squad. That young offensive line, no starters back, just have not gelled to this point. Even with all the skill position talent Valley has, not getting the job done up front. And Southeast Polk has had a big part of that tonight. Rubley to throw on first down. Gets it complete for a gain of 7. Bounced out of bounds after the gain there to Reed Schilb. I expect to see a lot of that. Rubley working from the shotgun, trying to get him a little bit of extra time and find him just enough protection to get the ball out quick. A little bit high on the snap. Rubley looks out to his right, has a man out there, a diving attempt incomplete. And was it picked off? Southeast Polk says yes. The official says no. In and out of the hands of Nessheim, the receiver, and Jalen Aginiga was right there. He thought he had that one off the bounce, but the official said that one, it bounced off the ground and made its way up to Aginiga. 3rd down and 3 from the 46-yard line for the Tigers. 10 minutes, 23 seconds to go in the 4th quarter. Rubley rolls out to his right against pressure, throws it up. He's got a man there. Nessheim, oh, he is lit up! And here comes a flame. Xavier Nwamka is going to get flagged for that one. Nessheim lost. And Nessheim is down. They're going to check on him. Now, it looked like Rubley takes the shotgun snap, rolls out. Pressure comes. And as he's rolling, he found Nessheim. Here comes Nwamka and absolutely came through. That was not leading with his shoulder, certainly from my vantage point. The problem very well could have been, though, the way that Xavier Nwamka. And you can see right there why programs across the country are interested in him. The Southeast Polk sideline, everybody is taking a knee as Cale Nessheim is still down on the turf near the 30-yard line. The crew is out onto the field. The medical staff for West Des Moines Valley also being aided by some people from Southeast Polk checking on him as Nwamka came across there. Certainly not what you were concerned with, those helmet-to-helmet hits, but Nessheim is still down on the ground. We're going to take a timeout. We'll come back and get you up to date. 34-7 Southeast Polk with the lead over Valley.
In Iowa, we grow corn, but to us, corn is more than a cash crop. It's part of who we are. Corn supports our livestock, helping our animals thrive. Corn fuels us. Ethanol powers our state as we push towards a clean, burning future. Corn nourishes us. It gives us an abundance of good food that nourishes our families, helps our student athletes grow stronger. In Iowa, we grow corn. But the truth is, corn grows Iowa.
Well, good sight there is Cale Nessheim, who was just hit by Nwamka. He was able to not only get up under his own power, but also run off the field. So very good to see. They call it targeting is the call against Nwamka. There was also a holding offensively against Valley. So Xavier Nwamka, his night is going to be over. They do call targeting, which leads to an ejection. Also, Nwamka will not be available for next week's first half of the contest for Southeast Polk. So that one certainly is going to be a conversation piece going forward, and one that we will see replayed. Credit to Reese on the great video call there as he got that one, and we will certainly see that out next week, though, and taking a look at the schedule for Southeast Polk next week, and he'll have to make his way over and back to the locker room. It'll be a highlight reel play there. It'll be talked about for a long, long time. Southeast Polk junior safety Xavier Nwamka heading to the locker room right now. There's also a hold, and here is a tackle for a loss again. Southeast Polk's defense, even minus Nwamka, they are ready to go once again, and it was Dominic Caggiano there again for Southeast Polk. They have been swarming all over the place. No room for Valley to do much of anything. Facing 4th down and 7. Need to get to the 43-yard line for a first down. Rubley from the gun. 2 receivers to his left. Looking up top. He's got a man out there high for the ball and comes in complete with the catch. It was Mahoney on the grab. Nice looking throw there from Jake Rubley, finding Mahoney. That'll be good enough for the first down. So a little bit of positive momentum there for Valley, but still trailing by a score of 34-7. They got a long, long ways to go. 1st and 10 for the Tigers. And the ball is loose on the snap. Southeast Polk recovers again. Wow. So Southeast Polk, after giving up the first down, they get the turnover on the very next play. And Southeast Polk will take the ball back at the 32-yard line. Again, the big news here tonight, Xavier Nwamka ejected for targeting just a moment ago. Next week, Southeast Polk was scheduled to play Des Moines Lincoln. With Des Moines schools not currently playing, their next scheduled game then doesn't come until week 6 on the road at Ottumwa. Nwamka then would not be eligible to play in the first half of that game because of his ejection here in the second half of tonight's matchup. There's a run to Titus Christensen up the middle. He falls forward for 5. And Southeast Polk now, they're going to get out the air horns, let those big guys in the middle run the football and pound forward. Ottumwa will be next up. Next week, they were scheduled, Southeast Polk was, to play Des Moines Lincoln, with that game currently off the schedule. Unless Southeast Polk can find somebody else to play that matchup, they'll have a bye week, and then it'll be an Ottumwa road trip in week 6. 2nd and 5. Out past the 40-yard line, it'll be 3rd down and short. Big offensive line for Southeast Polk. Getting that lean forward. Proctor, the sophomore protege. 6'7", 285 as a sophomore. He's got big-time offers across the country. A very talented Southeast Polk team. We'll go back up into that tight look. We've seen them a couple of different times tonight. Daly just looking for a little bit of running room. And he got it for the first down. Kind of a different look than what you're used to on those sneak plays, but it's been incredibly effective. And when you have a runner like Jackson Daly, that also goes a really long ways. 1st and 10. Dowling over Waukee 28-27. Tight one over there. You can find that game over on CISN. First down carry. Christensen tries to get to the edge. Not going to happen there. Good work by the Valley defense. First in on the tackle, it was Trey Krause. Also over there defensively for the Tigers, Bobby Cobine. So a loss of 2 for Christensen. We'll make it 2nd down and 12. Rams just running clock. Ottumwa after that. And they'll cap the regular season with Johnston in week 7. That game will be right here at Southeast Polk High School. There's a run forward out to the 49-yard line. Nice run again by Christensen, and he is just a workhorse for Southeast Polk. Always moving those feet forward, such a strong physical runner. It'll be 3rd down and 5 from the 49-yard line for the Rams. 2 receivers right. Daly will line up under center this time. Christensen lined up behind him. They snap it with 4 on the play clock. Christensen looks to the outside. He's got the first down. Past the 45-yard line to the 44. And Titus Christensen thumbs. Talked about it a lot during the first half. It felt like Southeast Polk maybe should be up bigger than 14-7, but they have kept the pressure on and built that lead 34-7 over West Des Moines Valley, looking to end a 6-game losing streak to the Tigers. Daly letting that play clock drain down. Goes under center with 5. Back to Christensen. In the middle, nothing there that time. And we got an injury. Look out down there. Who is down on the field? That might be Proctor, the talented sophomore offensive lineman. And it is, oh boy. I hate to see this with a 27-point lead. Their outstanding sophomore offensive tackle, and they are looking at his knee. Oh no. One of the most talented sophomores in the country. Big time offers already, and he is more in a moment.
Central Bank is proud to support the unmatched spirit of sportsmanship and hard work exemplified by our local athletes. We're fans of high school sports and the way the big game and hometown team rally a community. Best of luck to all of today's competitors. Play hard, have fun, and make something great happen. Central Bank, member FDIC.
Save thousands now at Schottenkirk Chevy Sonic and 2020 Spark. WaukeeChevy.com. 12% off 2020 plates. We're a partner you can count on. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. WaukeeChevy.com.
Central Bank is proud to support the unmatched spirit of sportsmanship and hard work exemplified by our local athletes. We're fans of high school sports and the way the big game and hometown team rally a community. Best of luck to all of today's competitors. Play hard, have fun, and make something great happen. Central Bank, member FDIC.
Godfather's Pizza's Autumn Feast. A medium specialty pizza, a medium pepperoni pizza, and my new caramel apple streusel with Twix candy pieces. Get yours today.
Welcome back to Southeast Polk High School. Caden Proctor makes his way over to the sideline. He was able to get up under his own power and jog off. A little gimpy as he made his way over, but certainly hope for the best for him. Doesn't look like anybody in the medical staff taking a close look down at that knee. But Proctor, a sophomore offensive tackle, had a host of Division I offers, Michigan, Iowa State among them, before he even played a varsity snap this season. He's over there kind of stretching on that leg area at this point, but we hope for the best for the big man, as it is 2nd down and 10 for the Southeast Polk offense. 34-7, they lead it. 4:50 to go. Gonna let a little play clock run off here as the clock is in after that injury. And they'll go up the middle on the run. Short gain. And Southeast Polk just running this one out.
Luke Worthman on the carry.
A whole lot to cheer about the newly minted #1 team in Class 4A Southeast Polk. A couple of years ago, they made that surprising run to the Unidome. A year ago, fell here to Ankeny in the first round of the playoffs, and now looking for a build here. This young team, so much talent, and they have played at a high level tonight against the 3rd-ranked Valley Tigers. Offset I, here's a run, Christensen to the 40-yard line. And they will stop him there. That'll make it 4th down, and we'll see Southeast Polk going to put the punting unit out on the field if they're going to go for it on 4th down. It is 4th down and 7. Need to get to the 33 for a first down. Offense remains out on the field. Probably going to let this thing run down and then possibly use a timeout. Down to 10 on the play clock as the offense finally jogs off the field.
Zach Rockwell into punt formation.
And the punt team is out there with their punter, Zach Rockwell. There's the penalty marker that comes out, and it'll be a delay of game. Boom back 5 yards to the 45. Mason DeBravo will be back to receive for the Valley Tigers. 45-yard line, Southeast Polk. Rockwell, the senior punter, 6'2", 225. This one's pounded back. Rockwell able to get it away. A beautiful spiraling punt. Grabbed at the 3-yard line by DeBrava. DeBrava to the 15, 20. Hit out of bounds just past the 20-yard line. Good coverage there by Rankin and company of the special teams. Beautiful punt, 42-yarder, and looks like we got a flag out at about the 42-yard line. We're going to come back with the official, talk that one over. See if it was on the return or if it was on the kicking team. Got him an odd spot for that one, just past the line of scrimmage. And here comes the call from the official. Tripping is the call against the return team. So they're going to move that back from the end of the kick. They're going to move that back to the 2-yard line. That's a little bit confusing. A tripping penalty. He was hit out at the 22. The marker came at the 42. They're going to forward and a new quarterback in the game for Valley as Aiden Price, the sophomore, will get the Valley a little bit more breathing room inside of 2.5 minutes to play in this one. Not finish the game. Williams to the outside to the 10. 15 cuts back there, 20. Nice gain and one of the best of the night, certainly on the ground for Jaden Williams. He gets to the 22-yard line. A gain of 18. And a first down for the Tigers. Rubley, he's been hit hard back there throughout really the last couple of weeks for the Valley Tigers, but I wonder what you read into the transfer quarterback not finishing out this game. There's a slithering run to the left side. Nice gain there for a run of 7. It'll be second down and short. New back into the game, Dion Hutch, 5'7" junior, 160 pounds. Do have a penalty marker on the play. Conversation continues with the officials down on the field. Southeast Polk a 34-7 lead over West Des Moines Valley.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, number 28.
And sportsmanlike conduct
Number 22 on the offense.
offsetting against Alex Dyer and Ethan Sikowski. So offsetting penalty there. That'll be remains second and short.
The unsportsmanlike on Valley was on number 2.
On number 2, they say that's Mahoney. I was going to say Sikowski's been playing defense. So the offense back out, ready to go. Second down and 3 from the 29-yard line. Little pressure, they get it across, complete for the first down. Nice throw there across the middle from Aiden Price as he found his tight end for the first. That's Cade Grevengood.
That's complete to
First down for the Tigers. Wind starting to pick up here in the fourth quarter. Price gets rid of it quickly, a little bit high as he tried to find the throw. Eli Reardon incomplete. It is second down and 10 with 1:09 left in the fourth. Aiden Price, sophomore, 5'10", was in the running for the starting position before the transfer of Jake Rubley. Him, Peterson, a couple others in the mix. Play action pass. Price looking to throw. He's got a man that is complete to Drew Peterson. Peterson able to get the corner. No flag over there on the sideline. They were looking for something over there, but official's going to keep it in the pocket. And Peterson able to grab the pass and run to the 49 for the first down. From the 49-yard line, Price will work from the gun. Two receivers right, one left. Rolls out to his right, throws it out there. It is complete at the 40-yard line. And another first down for the Valley offense. That time he found, again, Cade Grevengood for the second time this drive. It is first and 10 as they'll put the clock back in, down to 48 seconds left. Valley trying to get something going.
Finish strong, boys!
From the gun. Price, quick drop, throws it, and it is incomplete, out of bounds there as he tried to find Grevengood again. Second down and 10 with 35 seconds left. Mentioned next week, Southeast Polk was scheduled to play Des Moines Lincoln. If that doesn't happen, you have to take a peek. It's Ottumwa after that on their schedule as we await decisions there. They'll run the football left side, spinning forward for about a gain of 6 for the Tigers. It was Dion Hutch. Clock continues to run as we go inside of 20 seconds left. Valley next week, they'll look to bounce back at home as they'll welcome in the Ankeny Hawks, one of 3 consecutive games to finish up the season for the Tigers at home. There's Price up the middle and going to be pulled down right near the first down marker. 2 seconds left, and they're going to give him enough for the first down. Now can the Tigers get a snap off? They won't. That'll do it. Number 1 Southeast Polk, a dominating 34-7 win over the Valley Tigers. They end their 6-game losing streak against Valley and did it behind a great running game, an impressive performance defensively, and a throttling of the Tigers. 34-7 our final here. We'll come back, put a cap on things. You're watching high school football on CISN.
Focus. To define what is most important and commit yourself fully. It's why at Fairway, only the best meat makes the cut. Our fresh fish is full of flavor, and our produce is picked with incredible care. It's why we have fewer aisles, greater savings, and the most personal service. At Fairway, our focus is and always will be giving you the best in meat and grocery.
In Iowa, we grow corn, but to us, corn is more than a cash crop. It's part of who we are. Corn supports our livestock, helping our animals thrive. Corn fuels us. Ethanol powers our state as we push towards a clean, burning future. Corn nourishes us. It gives us an abundance of good food that nourishes our families, helps our student athletes grow stronger. In Iowa, we grow corn. But the truth is, corn grows Iowa.
You can buy a new Ford at any Ford dealer. Why Schottenkirk Ford? Our core values: hard work, trust, character, integrity, honesty, and respect. During Schottenkirk Ford's fall savings event, get up to $12,500 off 2020 F-150 XLT. No goofy rebates. Everyone qualifies. Up to $12,000 off 2020 Expedition XLT. New 2020 EcoSport 4-wheel drive starting at $18,990. Our certified used vehicles come with a 12-month, 12,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty. Hurry in. Schottenkirk Ford, Indianola. SchottenkirkFord.com.
At MidAmerican Energy, we put our energy into making communities stronger, safer, and ready for the future. We support STEM education and community safety, special events, and economic development activities. We energize our cities and towns just like we have for decades, all to help make your community the place where you want to build your business, your legacy, and your life. It's another way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Trent Condon back with you one final time. Let's take a look back at our highlights on CISN. Great performance tonight from Southeast Polk as they win it by a score of 34-7 over the Valley Tigers. Taking a look at the second half highlights, and this one was all Polk in the second half of the ball game. Starting under center, the quarterback Jackson Daly hands off to Xavier Nwamka, got the edge, and then you see that speed as he gets in for 6, and the lead expands there for Southeast Polk. But they were not done. They just continued. Here, a snap over the head. The special teams miscue sets up great field position. Nothing Stein, the punter, could do. Had a decision what to do with that one. So difficult for the punter here. He just falls on it and gives Southeast field position as they started at their 3-yard line. Did move backwards for a moment, but that is okay for Southeast Polk in the way that they played. Here the throw, Daly to Daniel in the corner of the end zone, the big tight end catch, and the lead expanded there, 27-7 Southeast Polk. Rams, it wasn't just about the offense tonight. The defense also played incredibly well. Here, a high snap. Falling on it is Daniels. He gets the ball back. Southeast Polk right after grabbing a touchdown. Here, Caleb Daniels with the fumble recovery. Then inside, look at this big offensive line. The work they're doing. 4-point stance. Get out of it. Push forward and get in for 6. Daly score. That made it 34-7. Late in the ball game, Valley trying to do whatever they could to get back into the game. But the hit of the night, Xavier Nwamka comes up and levels Cale Nessheim. He was called for still looked like he hit with the shoulder there, but it will be not just the ejection tonight, but next time out for Southeast Polk, he will have to sit out the first half of the game. Final score, 34-7. Southeast Polk shows why they're ranked number 1 and a domination against Valley tonight. 34-7, a little bit of everything. Now we will wait and see Southeast Polk if they're going to be able to find an opponent to play next week or if they will take the week off and then get ready for the road trip to Ottumwa before finishing off the regular season with Johnston. Valley, they're going to end up the season with 3 straight home games, and they are 3 difficult home games for the Tigers. We'll have the calls here for you on CISN. It is Ankeny next week, Waukee the week after that, and finish up with Ankeny Centennial in week 7. 7-week regular season. It's a sprint before we get to the playoffs, and looking forward to that here. We'll bring you coverage all season long on CISN.TV. For the whole crew here, thank you to Pete Tarpey, Reese and Devin hanging out with me tonight. Guys did a great job, and tip of the ball cap again on that Nwamka play. Getting that one. That will be, I think, shown a lot of different places here in the next week or so. This is Trent Condon signing off. Thanks for joining us for high school football on CISN.